Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this one shot of a Delta Green Night Visions. I am GMH, and I am going to hand over straight away to our, is it called a keeper or a game master? I don't know what it's called in Delta Green. Handler.
Oh, the handler.
Handler. Mad Bard, take it away.
Welcome to the madness, folks, and thank you, H, for allowing me to share mine. You guys are Team Alpha. We have quite a few folks in this menagerie of story we're going to unfold tonight. But you are Fire Team Alpha, under the command of Kripowitz, Staff Sergeant Kripowitz. You also have some friends that the B Squad. There's always the second track, the B Squad, but whatever you want to call them. I think some of the crew I know here are certainly the first trackers. So we're going to say, the B Squad is what the B Squad is, but they're here, they're available, they got ammunition and weapons, and hopefully they might be able to save your asses if you get into any trouble. But the time for this adventure is 2011, October 2011. And you guys are in Afghanistan, this fucking mire of a mess, another one of our fucking never-ending wars, this time in Afghanistan. I mean, you all got you're the first squad of the 1st Rifle Platoon, Doom Squad, somebody's like, hey, you even go by, Company C, Charlie, the 2nd Battalion of the 35th Infantry Regiment, Cacti. There's a lot of levels here in the service. Of the 3rd Infantry Brigade Combat Team Broncos of the 25th Infantry Division, Tropic Lightning, stationed in the northern Kunar province at Combat Outpost, also known as COP, Honaker Miracle. The Cacti, you guys, as you realize, you're pretty far down on that chain. I just read a litany of names. I don't know if you even all remember that, even though it's your fucking unit. But you guys are 6 months in a year-long assignment at this remote outpost in one of the roughest border zones in the 10-year-old Afghanistan war. And you've been called to muster a little early. You had to get your breakfast early, get your PT in before breakfast, obviously, because that's the only way you get fit around here, isn't it? You guys know much about the Kunar, but it's a fucking hellhole. It's just mostly includes. Some of it's beautiful, fertile river valleys, scrubland, and the Himalayan heights of the Hindu Kush mountains. Parts of them are modestly clever, and parts are awesomely beautiful, but very few parts are both. Paved roads and dirt tracks go between towns and villages. The dominant colors are tan and a weedy green, shading the white when snow flies in the autumn. The snowfalls have been intermittent lately, being October and light, but every week it seems to get a bit colder and a bit darker. The snow stays longer and deeper, sucking up the dust of the roads to form a silty layer of slush everywhere. There's a patch of shadow. Like I said, though, you guys have been called to muster a bit early today. You got an 8 o'clock assignment, probably heading out on New Orleans, another rag-ass, football fucked up missions is just gonna take you out, start some trouble, and then hurry your ass home before nightfall. You're getting a little tired of this, I think. And this commander of yours, Commander, what's his name? He's Lieutenant, First Lieutenant Nagel. He doesn't provide much morale or sort of confidence in your crew, but you guys see what if you're all sharing the same scene, see what it looks like around here with that light autumn snowfall coming down. But you guys are going to start this adventure here. Obviously, when you're called to muster at 0800 early morning. I'm going to clear some scrub from my table, folks. Sorry about that. But yeah, you walk in and you see a lady just sort of looking out the window of this little outpost office and meeting room. And I would think most of you's already in there. We got Staff Sergeant And we got the second man in. We got Mr. Hoagie Specialist. Good old Doc Bolger representing the B Squad. And who else am I missing? Am I missing anybody? And to grab a token, folks, you can go from here. There's a few ways to do it. You go from the tokens tab on the right-hand side, or if you go into your, there you go. If you go into your sheet, you can pull directly from your character image on your sheet and just pull and drag and drop. All right, and we got Mr. Chuckles. Chuckles is always a handful. Hopefully he'll be well behaved for the rest of the thing. And I don't know if it's really necessary to introduce the crew, but there's quite the conjure. You got Bam Bam Ram Bam in there. You got that B Squad, like I said. That they usually just trying to stay awake, and But you see this woman, and she's not really engaging with you folks at all, I don't think. But she's in there, and you're waiting on Lieutenant Nagel, and you guys are there at 0758, because 08 is late. And so 801 comes around, and let me show you. Lieutenant Nagel walks in. And not that he looks much different than he normally does, but it must have been at least a normal night for him, because he's looking his normal, energetic, and beat down, worn out, and tired of all yourself. And he says, "Gentlemen, I'm glad you're all here on time. We're ready to start first thing. If you show up late, you show up dead. We got a special mission for you boys today. Miss Suderberg from the State Department has some information that she's going to share with us. But before we do, I think that yeah. So why don't you see the Team Bravo's already like nodding out, and he says, so before I tell you the final mission, Miss Suba is gonna instruct you on why she's here and what she intends to do and what you boys are gonna be doing to back her up and get her in and out of this village she's going to see. Hopefully you guys have you've heard of the Gaths, right? The Gaths are only about 4 clicks fail from base, but even after fighting Constant and Wadapur, it may be somewhat new to all of you. So, we're going to start off real quick here, folks. And why don't we start with Kripowitz? And give me an intelligence roll, sir. We're going to see what you know about the Gaths. And always roll your primary characters first and give me that intelligence roll.
Skill.
First roll of the day. Here we go. Intelligence. Is that personal data or skills roll? I don't even know what that is.
Statistical?
Statistical.
It's on statistical. Yep.
I think it's you multiply it by 5, is it?
It'll come up if you roll it.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yes, the intel.
Oh yeah. Oh, it is 09 and it turned to 79. There.
All right, let me go down in order here. Let's see what's going on. It's good that our staff sergeant gets to go first. The only problem was he failed.
It's not much
so, but Samantha's got a whole files on him. So Samantha, why don't you roll your secondary character as your primary there? And Mr. Hoagie Samuelson, you failed as well because you guys, you're just trying to keep your ass, the sand that gets in your ass, and I know that Hoagie is just particularly irritated about feeling that gritty sand always sort of caking in his eyes, causing the goo to get sort of grievously in his pocket of his eyes and make him say, "Oh," nothing like a Philly boy, but he said, "Oh." And you guys don't know much about the Gath, so why don't you do your secondary characters and see if I can hopefully give you something. Do we got Mr. Right Stuff? There we go. Right Stuff knows what's going on. Listen, Gath Valley is only a few clicks away, but no American has ever gone there. Something about the mountain, the weather conditions there. You know, you've heard those chopper boys has told you that helicopter assets and close air support is like a non-starter. So your typical fire mission is go find a little contact, a little Taliban, get a little tit for tat. That's kind of how it is. And you also know that one of the locals used the phrase "wicked as a Gath" to describe the Taliban's foreign fighters. Mr. Bolger, let's see. One time, Mr. Bolger, you were hanging out with Hoagie and Rambam, and they were y'all watching a DVD. I mean, you don't like to admit to your guilty pleasures, they say, but you were watching this DVD, late night in the bunkhouse. The Hills Have Eyes. When an old man who worked in the kitchen started watching from the doorway. His English was terrible, but he called them American Gaths. So, Nagel gives you a bit of the geography there, but I think, given that this thing's going to go maybe 4 hours already, I'm gonna skip over some of this and, introduce Miss Samantha Sudabur because, she's got this mission for you and we got to get moving.
Gentlemen, Sam Soderbergh, I've been looking forward to your cooperation to get us into the Gath Valley. This mission is of strategic importance to establish an alliance with these people who have for centuries controlled this area and not allowed any of the enemy or incursions to affect this region. So we are going in this hostile territory. You're going to get me in there. And we're going to extend an olive branch to these feared but respected people known as the Gath. I do believe that your vehicles will be equipped with gifts to supply to the elders or the leaders. And if I'm not mistaken, we will have an interpreter with us who I believe I have worked with before, but at this current point, I forget their name. But and I'm sure we'll all work together. And I just give them a steely-eyed gaze.
Samantha, don't you have a presentation you can share with them?
I have this presentation that I can share with you. How do I share it? Do I have to unhide my tab?
No, you just unhide your tab for a second.
Unhide my tab?
And then here, I'm gonna try and do something here. Let me try and do this here. No, I could do it.
Okay. Pay attention to this presentation the Foreign Office has prepared for you all.
Here you go. I'm putting them on the board. You handle them.
Right. So I can't resize them though.
Oh, okay, I'll resize
You
it.
can just zoom in.
Actually, I think I can drop them on the board and resize them. You want me to do that?
There you go. Yeah.
Would you like me to?
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Let's see if I can resize them if I drop them on the board. Yes, I can. All right, this is the
let's
first
go through
slide.
your presentation on the Gaths here. Yeah.
Gath Valley mission. I'll ask the handler to give me any information if I don't, if I miss. So let's see. I've got to slide them all one by one. That's
good.
awkward. All right. They need a way to share everything at once. Oop, there's slide 2.
I was gonna next run of this. I'll have it all as a scene, and I can.
That's just the contents. That's not very. God.
Yeah, it talks about the tribes, the Afghanistan, the new alliances, the Gath and the Gath Valley. A lot of this is that they're focusing on bringing some of them up there.
I'm trying to. They get hidden.
Yeah.
It's a bit more awkward than I expected. Let's have a look.
Yeah, we could take the other ones off. And that kind of gives you a thing of the tribal structures from the north-south valleys, 30 from the east to west valley. They're all independent. But the one thing that things the Gaths are feared by everyone. The Taliban don't even fuck with the Gaths, supposedly. They're sort of known as vicious people, vicious fighters. In their long history, they've never done. They date back. There's all kinds of depth of information about how they never fell under even the Muslim occupation. They have there's some information about their religions that sort of transmute across various pagan beliefs, Zoroastrianism and Hinduism, multi-god, multi-demonic believers, shamans, and priests with ceremonies and cults and sacrifices. The thing is though that they think that by contacting the Gaths, showing the inclusion of the Gaths, they can use them as almost as a medium to show that all the people of Afghanistan can be fight against the thing, which it may sound a little sort of pie in the sky and such, but at the same time, the Valley and their fierce reputation as a tribal force and fighters and feared by the Taliban, that any kind of improvement in the conditions between the U.S. and this tribal, even geographically well located and fiercely warlike people, can do nothing but help them. So that's really your job, is to when you get that down to a nugget age, that's sort of the background with them. But really the nugget is to get these gifts, and with Kripowitz and Soderbergh to negotiate a deal to get a tribal alliance with the Gaths, and to ensure as much support and assistance from the Gaths in the local fighting against the Taliban. So
I'll inform the party that they can look at my character sheet under the hidden. I'll rename that to presentation so we can get these slides off, and if you need to refer to it. But it's pretty much insertion, protection, and establish relationship or alliance with the Gath. Any questions, gentlemen?
Well, this may seem like a dumb question. As Hoagie he'll tuck something into his jacket pocket as he asks. He goes, but they do know we're coming, right? We're not just dropping in on them.
Sam looks to the lieutenant.
You don't have any communication with them. This is your show, Mr. Bug. I don't. We're just bringing you boys in. It's only 4 clicks. You ain't got nothing to worry about. 4 clicks. Hell, you can almost holler, Hoagie, and I hear that Philly accent, that crazy Canadian Philly accent you got from here.
Great. So they don't know we're coming.
I don't believe so, sir.
We got protocol.
Mr. Soderbergh, have you called any of those Gaths? You got a Gath phone number? I don't even think they have phones, Hoagie.
Well, if they don't know we're coming, that means they probably don't even give a damn about alliance. I mean, they're not asking for it. No disrespect,
No.
ma'am, but it doesn't seem like there's been a lot of build up to this. It's being sprung on us and them and us, quite frankly.
That's a little above your pay grade, it seems like.
Yes, sir.
She's
Yes,
from
sir. I know,
she's
sir.
from the State Department, sir, and it may not. How do you think these you never heard of first contract? Don't you fellas get Star Trek in Philadelphia?
Well, you ever heard of mail, sir? Could have sent them a letter.
The State Department, it's sort of above all our pay grades. Mr. Soderbergh, you can't talk to Mr. Hoagie here about this? I mean, he's a good old specialist.
I won't talk to Hoagie. I'll look at the staff sergeant and I'll say, that's your job, staff sergeant.
All in line, boys.
Yes, sir.
Have we got an entry protocol?
Well, you got your vehicles. We got the Bravo squad. We're going to head north from Honaker Miracle around the River Valley, the Waterport River Valley, and we do have some aerial photography to share with you and such like that. You'll have time to do some research as we break out this meeting. But Nagel says, hey, you need to fall in, soldiers, and pack gear for 5 days and be ready to roll in 60 minutes. You'll take the 3 MATVs to Gath Valley. It's a short job. With any luck, you can get in, make a deal, and come home before the Taliban set up an ambush. Don't think too much. Just do your jobs.
Have we had the mines swept from roads, IEDs, and that?
You've always been up and down this road 100 times. You've been fighting Taliban 20 clicks north of here. You just always, everybody avoids the Gath Valley.
Right.
All right, whole ass, pack your shit.
So during this time, you guys can, certainly do some things. You can, because it turns out, you got 60 minutes, and you put your gear together. You guys can certainly, you know yourselves, you can get done quicker than that, because hell, you scramble out of here every time you fucking something flares up, So you're waiting, and this Mashwar guy, Manwar, whatever the fuck his name is, ain't showing up. It doesn't appear like, or he's late. You're just like typical shit with the freaking military. You hurry up to what? Hurry up to wait. Hurry up to wait. But yeah, there is a. You guys did have some aerial reconnaissance of the thing, and the Waterport Valley. Do you see this new map I got posted for you, fellas?
Seen?
Yeah.
Oh, it's really
so the
rocky.
Waterport Valley, it's rocky. It's fucking, you're in Afghanistan. Fucking wake up, catch up, son. But yeah, the Waterport River is dammed up by the Gath, and behind that is where they have their enclave. It's if you look at it, it looks bucolic, but every dam has a damn problem. Maybe not your problem, but there's always a damn problem. But yeah, anyway, you guys gotta hurry up and get moving. You're not there yet, but we're gonna go back to Honaker Miracle, and you certainly gotta get in your boats, because why don't we pull up? And I'm gonna pull up something to share with the thing as you guys. Here, I'll give you some things to think about what you're doing while I do some GM stuff. You can certainly Google the Gath Valley and look what you can find there. The battalion has a small intelligence staff at FOB Blessing, which is a bit of ways, but you can reach out to them, electronically and see what you have to do. Yeah, so they're pretty much the things you can do. You can Google, or you can consult the locals. So there's three things. So 3 different guys. One of you do each things. If we have failures, we'll bring in your secondaries. While you do that, let me just you guys think about it. Yeah, you're gonna check with battalion intelligence, Google, or check with the locals. The guys cleaning and cooking for you. Being around bait, the locals. It's always good to be with the locals. But while we do that, while you guys are thinking on that and determine your order, I'm going to share something with the audience. And forgive my spelling, but I call these the vehicles. And you'll be able to see these are the vehicles and the arrangements, driving arrangements for our boys. And later, forgive me there, Sudabug. It gets so one-sided sometime in the old military. But you can see we have the Beast. We got another ARAM called not ARAM, Halle Berry. And then there's Shitty. It's she works, but she's shitty. Let me tell you. We're gonna put some. What the hell? I like having tokens. So we're gonna put some tokens on the board. And let me go to Staff Sergeant Kripowitz first. I mean, I don't know if everything you heard is you just said to stay on point and focused, but I don't know if your boys really know what that all means. If they're feeling as confident or secure in just following these haphazardly placed orders. What would you like to do, sir? Would you like to make a call to intelligence, or you more comfortable talking to the locals or Googling?
I think given a rapport with the locals, we should definitely chat some locals.
All right. So you go. Who you talk to? You talk to your cook, your shady lady, your toy boy, your laundress. Who you talk to? And what do you ask them?
Oh, who would be the most well informed? What's
Well,
likely
it's
to
up
best?
to you. It's your story, sir. I'll go wherever you go.
It's a lot of information to take on. I think I'll just talk to the person I've had the most
My
dealings with.
apologies. My apologies. All right, so we're going to need a foreign language skill, sir. Do you have some foreign language or no?
Scrolling through to find it. Where is it?
Who are we talking about? Kripowitz. That would be on skills rolls.
Yeah, I'm just looking through now.
Let's see.
Language. SL. Law. No.
Accounting.
Doesn't look.
You
Doesn't
can't
look like
speak. You don't even have English. Oh no, it's under foreign languages.
Yeah, you got 40 and
it's at
40
the
for
bottom.
Pashto
At the bottom of
and
skills.
Arabic.
Ah. Right.
If you hit the score button, it'll roll for you.
Which Arabic?
Well, I don't know. You tell me who you're talking to. I mean, there's Arabic, there's Pashtus. There's Pashtus more likely. I mean,
They're both 40.
yeah, but you know, it's good to make
A fumble. Get it. Can't get my
That's
words
not a
out.
fumble, though. Yeah, that's not a fumble, though. That's just a failure. 69. Yeah, it looks like sorry, Kripowitz, but you know, while you're out there with the locals, you get your belly filled, you get your laundry picked up, you're ready to, hell, you probably had to go there to pick up your gear for muster for mission. It looks like, but how about you, Hoagie? Hoagie, what's your way of gaining comfort with you were the one questioning. I would think you're the most upset about the fucking orders.
Well, Hoagie would probably go back to his barracks, grab a couple of some white pillowcases, shove them in his pack, and save them for later. And then probably listen. He's just a rifleman. He probably wouldn't talk to intelligence or anything like that. He might basically what he would do is that as he's walking through the camp, he would ask anybody who he knows, so other people, basically other soldiers who go on patrol, if they know anything or heard anything about the area.
Well, give me a... So that's really a consult the locals kind of thing, but we're not going to do it on a foreign language test. We're going to do it... Let's see how we going to do this.
It's really... It's kind of consulting the other. So there's going to be all kinds of patrols that interact with locals outside the base. I
understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure a way to roll it for it.
Persuade. I don't know. Yeah, there's no real skill.
You got a military science of 40s. Let's do your military sciences, your ability to, talk the fucking game, talk shit with the boys. I mean, that's, if you're a baseball guy, you talk baseball and you can, boom. Yeah. So you got that, at first, and actually, Kripowitz heard that, when that failure, the Afghans, when you're answering the Afghans, they laugh and say the Gaths are prim and is buttoned up in their valley eating each other. The idea that they can serve as allies against the Taliban is foolish. The only reason no one has wiped them off the face of the earth is that their cave-riddled valley is absolutely worthless. So, I mean, you were hanging out with Kripowitz when he was trying to get his laundry and hustle the locals, and everybody's moving. The Bravo B boys are talking. Some of them may share. Everybody's going. You're moving, so you got to get your shit from the locals. Your local. I don't know. Maybe some of these are buying the local smoke, the local tar, the local liquor. I don't know. I'm not you, but it seems like Hoagie's able to talk some shit with anybody. I mean, you from Philly, you know how to talk. The Afghan looks, these people sort of look nervous. They want to know what the Americans want to know with the gas. Before they can even answer, though, he says that if they're going in to kill them, It's about freaking time. The Gaths abduct little girls for wives for worse purpose or for worse purposes. You know, when the Russians tried to take a helicopter in the valley to kill them, the Gaths whistled it down to the ground with demons whom they sleep with. And that's what you learn from talking to the, you know, everybody knows the Gath. These are the Gath rumors from the military boys and such, and the locals. You know, it's sort of you guys in your, you know, you're 50 minutes in now. You're fucking, and that guy, he's fucking even late. The fucking Marwan motherfucker, probably a local. But I'm going to need somebody to either Google something or check with Bastion Intelligence. Because let me tell you guys, you don't want to go here unarmed. It may be taking a while to get in the Jeeps, but you've got to follow some friggin' direction. So who's gonna throw into Google? Any primary characters didn't roll out yet?
Yep, Sam hasn't done anything.
Hoagie.
Sam.
Yeah, Miss Samuelson.
We'll definitely do any intel.
Why don't you throw me your secondary character? Because you're a little more in the know than the other boys, but you know, you can always do a secondary. Let's have your secondary throw.
Okay.
Die.
Charles. All right. So Chuckles has been
Chuckles.
He's been grinning and smiling the whole time. He liked how Hoagie spoke up out of line. He goes over to Hoagie. God damn, Hoagie, you really got some balls speaking up in that intel room. But anyway, he does.
Try not to get us.
He gets on Google.
Try not to get us.
You know, don't be scared about death, Hoagie. Death comes for everyone. I keep telling you.
Hey, I got a wife and kid at home.
Yeah, you have it. I'm pretty wife too. She real pretty. I take care of her if you go down. You know what I mean?
Clench my fist.
I'm only fucking with you, man.
Chuckles is trying to get your address so he can send your final belongings to your dearly recently widowed wife.
I won't send him. I'd deliver him personally with the Chuckles touch. Anyway, yeah, okay, I'll get on Google. If I've got access to Google, let's go.
Yeah, so let's, you can throw me a, it says here anthropology or a history roll, which I don't believe you have either of. So we're going to do it.
This is Google. I don't need skills. I just need to know how to type words.
Yeah. We're gonna go off your we're just gonna throw an intelligence roll in that. So throw me an intelligence roll.
I alt tab off my porn that I'm downloading and I switch to Google. Let's how we go with intelligence. Oh, damn, man, there's no internet reception around here.
Do you want to push that?
What's that involve?
Well, something bad could happen if you fail again, or if you fumble something worse.
All right, I'll push it. Why not? I'll switch to my VPN.
Sure,
I'll change VPNs and see if I can get more information. Do I roll the same ability again or something different?
Yeah, now roll it again.
Reroll. Doesn't let me reroll. Okay, let's go back to intelligence. That's better.
There we go. Well, you get a couple things. I mean, when you first were, on your first VPN connection, you got something. I'm going to share that with you guys in your notes. Let me open my handouts. And the first thing you find is I'm going to put it into. I'm going to put it onto the screen. You see that? No, you didn't see it. Hang on.
Do we look in notes? Because I've got notes here.
Yeah, you don't have it up there yet. Hang on. Let me just clear this so I can get this cleared. I'm going to get rid of your... Hang on a second. Sorry, guys.
So we basically have 3 vehicles to drive in to this valley. That's 4 kilometers. So we're going to be there in a few minutes. Is that pretty much 4K in a few minutes in those ATVs?
Not really. It's hilly passes. You're not just zooming through. You gotta You got to watch ridges and things like that. We'll get the timing on that is probably more like a 2-hour journey.
Oh, okay.
But we'll double check that on as we move forward. But let me give you this stuff here, guys. So the first thing you get is that, and it's it's pretty much just a background on the Gaths. There's some interesting stuff in there you can read, but maybe even more interesting is this piece that you find.
Are you going to throw those in notes as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, notes
Just give
pop
me a
up
sec.
like they fill the screen, which is really good. You don't have to zoom or anything.
Yeah. But I was trying to do this for your viewers, so you can have it on the screen.
No, notes lets me share with the viewers.
No. Oh, I did it. Okay.
That's fine.
Yep. Handouts. There we go. All right, so the first one's made public there. You'll see it at the top of the list.
Yep, that's
It
beautiful.
just says,
Google Gath. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's perfect. Do you want us to read all this, or are you going to summarize it for us?
why don't one of you read and summarize? I think it's your findings. I want you to experience it. And I may need a little break, so who knows? I'm trying to find where
The Gath Valley, Mountain Valley in Afghanistan. Remote location. Long suspected haven of opium growth, or I'll tell the rest of the guys that. Interdiction difficult due to insular behavior of the Gaths. Something tells me they're not going to be too friendly to us turning up there, but anyway. Genetic testing has been unavailable to confirm the Gaths. Ethnographically.
the site is matriarchal,
If you
remote,
guys
inaccessible.
read it and see anything that stands out, let me know. I'm just sort of casting my eye over it.
I mean, that's mostly generic stuff that any Wikipedia page would provide you. I mean, there's certainly some nuggets there. Maybe on our break, you guys can delve and maybe find something that'll save your lives. But I think more interesting is the article called "My Summer with the Gaths." It's a ethnographic report on a week-long visit a student played up there to the people, and some interesting things they found in there. The idea of a woman traveling alone with no chaperone was very confusing to them. She come from the home valley. They asked if she was under the protection of a sky howler. That her explanation that she'd come to learn seemed alien to them, as if learning for its own sake was not a value they possessed. Then again, her posture was inelegant, and while they spoke it, they were clearly more comfortable with their own dialect, speaking it openly in my presence, but making no attempt to teach me it. So they speak a Pashto, but a dialect of it that is somewhat odd. She found them respectful, the men formal and diffident, always seeming a bit surprised that she could not speak their language. The women were a bit more forthcoming and frequently made offerings of a kind of savory meat dumpling called a kunkalu, a generosity I found unbearably poignant, since it was clear that malnutrition was rife among them. Gath Valley itself is beautiful in an austere and unforgiving way. The entry to the valley is blocked by a large wooden dam of immense age, creating a reservoir in which natives fish. There was apparently a taboo about offering fish to strangers, however. It was abundantly clear to me that the fish were not for me to eat. More of the meat dumplings, conkulum in plural, were offered when I asked about the fish diet. Though the dam was ancient, the Gaths attended it constantly. Several times while I was there, people examined it minutely, replacing wooden beams that had become damaged or which were rotting. Young Gath men were enjoined to swim down to its base and inspect even the water, even though the water was icy even at the height of summer. I saw the men of the valley prepare a great tree trunk and carry it onto the dam before pushing it over and jumping in after, apparently in some underwater construction project. The most fluent of the Pashto speakers, an elderly man named Akta, told me that before the revolution, a group of government soldiers attempted to enter the valley, and that the ramp of the dam crumbled beneath the weight of their half-track, bogging them down while the Gaths cheered and shot at them. I had not considered the defensive value of the dam, but clearly, any attempt to bring a tank or heavy truck over it could crumble the whole thing, releasing the 5 meters of water behind it. It's a conundrum. Development would be very difficult without a paved road in the valley. But building such a road would necessitate removing or somehow replacing the dam, to which the Gaths are very attached. So you guys, you've been waiting around for to get motoring, and you did your research. We're gonna let you sit on this chewing and give you time to talk about it. We haven't done introductions or anything yet, I know. But you know what? The good thing about it is that the translator finally does show up. Yasir Marwat. And
that's his name?
Soderbergh has Yasir Marwat. He's in his early 30s, dressed in here. I'll let you see what he looks like. Let me get rid of it. I'm gonna put you on a new screen, guys, because we're getting ready to get these girls moving. And when I say girls, I mean those MATVs you got. And Marwat, right? That's where I was at.
Can I just ask a question while you're getting that? That My Summer with the Gaths, who wrote that? Is that credible intel?
Just some. Well, it was kind of deeply hidden on the web. It was. Let's see where it says it's from.
Because it's suggesting that our vehicles can't even enter the valley because we can't cross the dam. I want to make that known to the staff sergeant.
Yeah, it was written by someone named Rena Lourdes. Not much found about. Like I said, she's a student or a PhD candidate doing an ethnographic report. For whom or for why, other than she said her stated curiosity and desire to learn.
Yeah, well, she got in and got out, obviously. So that's good.
Indeed.
But yeah,
she was well fed. Sounds like she was well fed, and they were diffident and courteous to her.
Yeah, let the military attaché know that the entry could be difficult with these vehicles. We might have to go on foot once we hit the dam.
So Marwat's in his early 30s, and he's dressed traditionally, except for a ratty pair of Nike Air Jordans. He smiles confidently and peppers his speech with, "Okay, Chief, right on, boss." He drives up with a truck that has handfuls of crate with medical supplies, and far more prominently, an even half dozen Chinese-made Type 69 RPGs. They're functionally identical to the RPG-7s popular among the Taliban, stacked in padded crates on their own. You knew that Marwat was given antibiotics, vitamins, food supplies, and blankets to bring for the Gaths, and no weapons. This is not supposed to be a mission to arm the Gaths. Marwat's, do you say anything to him? He looks at you and he gives you a wink when you see all the guns.
I'll say, Yasir, where you get the guns from?
I took it upon myself to exchange some of the, this pointless stuff from the truck for things that the Gaths would actually like.
We are not here to arm the Gaths. I'm going to take these weapons and put them under the authority of the staff sergeant. You will follow my commands, Yasir. Do not step out of line.
Oh, yes.
It's a delicate operation.
I brought them for you. This is your stuff. I just got the best deal bringing it to you. Now you have something the Gaths will actually want, not these bandages and stuff. You haven't.
Like I said, Yasir,
Vitamins.
you work for us. We are not here to arm the Gath, and I'll call over the staff sergeant.
Yep.
Yasir, the translator and guide, he has obtained some arsenal of weapons. Can I suggest that you take control of those? We don't want to hand them over to the Gath.
Right stuff. Put that shit away. Gonna get
So
the team
you're
leader.
going to leave them at Honaker Miracle. You're not going to put them in your vehicles.
Right stuff's gonna distribute it between.
You guys
the
are fully loaded with
vehicles.
weapons. Let me look at your notes, guys. You'll see there should be a thing on there that says common loadout somewhere. But you have all the weapons you need. And, I never short use on those unless I tell you going in.
I'm gonna tell him to distribute it among the vehicles, packed away beneath some other stuff. Just in case they don't like the gifts we bring, we'll pull them out.
Well, like I said, all these the cargo sections for each of these MRAPs or MATVs are MRAPs. They are mine resistant ambush protocol protected MRAPs. They're called. The cargo section is going to be full with all the stuff that he just brought with you. From the medicines, the vitamins, and the weapons. It's going to be evenly distributed across all three vehicles. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And
essentially, if he's bringing us some extra gifts, we'll call them. We want to make sure we got them spread out between the vehicles.
Yeah.
Just as a backup.
These are
our share gifts.
Marwan is an energetic chatterbox. He just wants to talk to you about America and buying real estate and baseball. But I mean, he'd gladly talk about questions if he has. English is good as a second language, but it's heavily catered towards money and military matters. He does kind of share that he estimates there can't be more than 500 Gaths in that valley, but that they're all heavily armed and tough.
Oh, they're already armed, so we don't have to worry about arming them.
Oh, who doesn't like guns? You,
me.
Well, boom.
Where are you from?
Yeah, who doesn't want some extra
too many
boom?
Guns? Come on. Do you know gun people? Sorry, it's this fear of the country I live in. Yeah. So no, they wouldn't want any more guns. No, I wouldn't pick that. So you guys, the weather is starting to turn. It seems like a storm's rolling up. You see Nagelberg, you're sort of sloshing around in the in and outs or peeking out at you as you guys are gearing up and loading up and everything like that. And unless you want to press Marwa for more, he was kind of chattering about. I don't know. Somebody's got to take command of this fucking ship. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. There's military matters involved here. We got a staff sergeant and we got a State Department spook that's trying to run a mission here. It sounds like you boys and ladies better start your mission.
Well, like I said, my only query was, like, how far is it from the dam to the... I know we've got the topographical map, but what does the staff sergeant think about the fact that we can't take the vehicles into the valley because of the dam? Too fragile.
So I'm just checking the map.
So let me see if I can give you a...
Because with the gifts, my concern is all the gifts are in the vehicles. If we can't get the vehicles into the valley, how are we supposed to hand them over to the Gath?
We're going to have to just get them as far as we can.
There's no other way in?
I'm trying to find the map. I don't know what map I'm supposed to be looking at.
Well, here's a general view of the city. So that sort of gives you the impact of the map. Now, listen, this is an AI generated image, folks. So I'm going to do my best to stick to it, but we're going to play theater mind mostly. But yeah, you got this dam that has an approach. You certainly have to do some recon. I will share another map on screen to kind of give you an idea of what the... Let me bring this on. I'm going to make this big. And this is the first map on their age if you're doing something differently than me.
I can see all of those. On the screen, I can see all of these maps in the notes. When I click on them, they fill up the whole screen, so I don't need anything. I don't know if the other guys can see the notes.
Everybody can do that as well, but this is, again, for the screen for the table. You can see down there at Wadapur. You guys are just below there. And if you were to, it's certainly not listed on here as Gath Valley, but you see this sort of little
Charman or Bidawa.
right here. Now, yeah, that's all. It may only be 4 to 10 clicks somewhat up there. Maybe 4 clicks to the lower entrance to the valley down here. Where but it's going to. You think from all estimates, from knowledge, from your buddies that have avoided this area like the plague. It's a good 2.5-2 hour drive, sort of keeping your your eyes fixed on the ridges and taking it slow. And you can't be cruising overland at high speeds to find IEDs and such. So I need a minute, guys. So please take it forward.
All right. Doc will come forward to Sutterberg, and he will say, I've just been thinking about... I wonder if we should mark the vehicles as medical, with medical signs. First aid.
That's a good idea. You corporal? I don't know what your rank is, but I'll address you as your rank, and say that's a very good idea. Most of these gifts are I believe are medical. And actually, do we have a list of?
We don't think the gunner. We don't think the gunner.
A list of gifts.
The gunner will give it away.
Vitamins, medical supplies.
Yeah,
it's not that important.
That's right. The Gaths may not know. It's just
Well, the thing is, one of the Ramban, who's Ramban, who's can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
We're thinking of
Ramban, who New York guy, always talking out the side of his face. He's like, Jesus Christ, you think these guys know fucking Red Cross? They're fucking savages, man. You guys are acting like, what the fuck? You read too many comic books or something? You guys jerk off too much.
Who's saying this?
Vincenzo Ramban from New York.
I'll totally ignore him and make a note in my little notes about his conduct. But I'll say it's not necessarily for the Gaths if they don't recognize it, but it could be for any other hostiles in the area. It's not going to hurt.
People going to end up with their heads up their asses and blown the fuck up. And you're just hearing this mumbling in the background. You don't know, that's Ramban.
Let's tell Ramban to pull his head in. Fall in line. Enough of this shit.
Yeah. Thank you, Staff
Just
Sergeant.
gear up and move out.
Yeah,
I'll try and procure a Red Cross flag, or see if Doc can procure one, and drape it over each of the vehicles.
All right, it's all good. So you guys got your, you're all loaded up. You're fully loaded for your weapons, and you have your vehicle assignments. If anyone doesn't see their assignment, you can certainly holler down. We'll figure it out. But the way we're going to do this, we're going to get there quick. We're gonna, like I said, we're gonna make it a 3-hour journey. That's going to be 3. I'm going to do it like old D&D rules. We could do it as a group, one D6 each hour with a incident with a 1, or we could do it for each vehicle for each of those 3 hours. How do you prefer?
Skull die.
Keep it simple is good for me.
Yep. So just somebody roll. So a D6 per hour. Is that what you want to do? Is that what you're saying?
D6 per hour, and I mean, if you want, I can use tokens and all. But here's the layout of you can pull up the vehicles. I can pull tokens of the vehicles and you can put them on there. But we'll just say, let's see, Kripowitz. Let's have Kripowitz roll for that first, the beast.
Come on, Kripowitz.
Just a D6.
How are we rolling? Are we rolling for each vehicle or for the team?
I reckon we should just roll for everyone. Or do you all want to roll?
All right, so we're going to roll for each vehicle. And we're going to have
rolling a d6 for time.
Hello?
Yeah, we just
D6. Did you say?
D6, yes, sir.
Nice.
Yeah, first, the beast is traveling smooth that first hour. How about Hoagie Samuelson? Roll for shitty for that first hour. There you go. Shitty's up. Oh, shitty. All right, we're gonna give you a roll me a 1d4 to see if it's a sand issue, and you know what? While we're doing it, Miss Soderbergh, you are who's your other character? Age?
Chuckles.
Yeah, roll. He's in Halle Berry. We're saying.
He's in the beast.
Although it may. Yeah, but we're gonna change that up. We're gonna put him in Halle Berry so he can roll with the Halle Berry one. All right, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay, roll that up for me, that D6. All right, good. All right, so on your number 1, you roll me a 1d4. What did you get?
4.
4. All right. 4 is a sandstorm, and the beast has seemed to. Or who are you in? You're the Shitty, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Shitty's having car trouble. Let's look at Shitty's. A shitty sheet for let's look at the shitty sheet for a second. Can you say that 30 times fast? And Shitty is going to have a constitution roll because it seems like in the storm, the wind picked up, the temperature dropped, and she's spitting and spurting. Is that the idler? The freaking idler's always causing you a problem. God, hopefully it's not that freaking alternator. Otherwise, you're gonna have to keep this girl running. But do you want to run that? Roll me that constitution roll.
For the vehicle?
Yes, sir. On the vehicle. Open that vehicle sheet.
Yep, I'm looking at it.
Oh, it's statistical.
Thing's a piece of shit.
It doesn't
Is
seem
that
to be
I got it.
Under NPC.
I got it. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. It just doesn't. It's not clickable for some reason.
Here, I'll roll it. Sorry, guys. It could maybe because I got it. Okay. Oh, that's a success. It looks like you're able to muster through. Do you want to detail what happened, or how you did it?
This is 140. You can't fail.
Oh yeah, that's right. As the
that don't seem right.
We'll take it.
Listen, that's true number. It's rolled it 5 times, but it is actually a failure. 74 against 28.
It's a success.
They're fucked up. The sheets, we're gonna leave it. Yeah, you pull through. Next time we have a problem, we're gonna see second hour. All right, second hour. Kerpowitz, call me that beast again.
Oosh.
You're good. You smooth it. How's that beast feel to you, Staff Sergeant?
Purring. Absolutely.
Yeah, you talking to her? Do you talk nice to her? Do you whisper sweet nothings in her car box?
Nah, I just silently, stoically know that the beast is going to carry me through.
I got you. You're the quiet, strong son. I'm
gonna sing out to the gunner. To who's in the gunner seat?
Whoever you want.
We swapped.
Yeah,
we swapped.
I'm gonna have.
You must have Flynn in there now.
I'm gonna have my right hand man, right stuff.
Yeah, well, the thing was, Soderbergh really didn't like Chuckles too much. Chuckles has a bit of a weird thing about ladies.
No, Vincenta's driving. I'm gonna tell him to keep his head on a swivel.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I like this. I like this commander. He's got everybody wrapped up tight. But you know what, Hoagie, you're in shitty. And I think you need another roll because it's fucking sad. But she's motor along. What's she doing? She chirping along, isn't she?
He is, and Shitty's in the middle between the other two.
Yeah, that sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we're just keeping the just following the tracks of following in the wake of the beast.
How's your crew?
Going Rick Rose. I'd say the crew is nervous because this is unknown territory.
And it's a shame you didn't bring those goggles, because you know what? Despite this being a closed M ramp, that fucking sand's everywhere. It's fucking in your ass, in your ears, in your nose. And something very particular I know is about Hoagie is that it's fucking driving him nuts when it's in his eyes. I mean, it's scratching, it's blurring his vision, it's caking. It almost feels like it's drying like overnight mucus in his eyes. And yeah, so but you know what, Chuckles, I'm gonna need that roll from your gunner seat in Halle Berry. It's funny you wanted to be in Halle Berry, isn't it, Chuckles? Tell me how she's bouncing wrong as you keep your finger on that trigger.
Chuckles got a smile. He's soaking in the terrain. He loves to travel to foreign lands and kill people, so he's just got his finger on the trigger. He kisses the light machine gun or whatever's mounted as a gunner, and he's looking behind as well in case any of the bad guys want to flank him.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta have your head on a swivel and ease out your ass, they say. But yeah, it's that second hour's passing, and from your estimates, your timing, and you've been taking a cautiously. No one wants to get fucking jacked, side jacks, jacked out here. But that you go into that second hour, so you know what, Sergeant, I keep calling you Captain, Staff Sergeant, Mr. Kripowitz, can you roll me that? Third hour roll?
Nice.
And it looks like you're just motoring along. You're starting to come upon a crest, seeing down, you're above the valley, the Gath Valley, where you're thinking you're slowing you're leading the crew, so you're slowing them tanks down to ease your noise register, and you're looking down into the valley, and you're getting a view of your approach. And
I'm gonna get on the
but,
radio. Tell everyone, keep your eyes peeled.
Exactly, but regrettably, your boys still gotta catch up and follow. But you don't keep that close to order when you're going down a war-torn highway. So let me see, Mr. Hoagie, is your tank gonna be able to get up to the top of that valley?
Nope.
God, what is it with that struggling?
Me and the one.
Well, it makes sense. Shitty is shitty for a reason. You don't call it that for you don't call your mama shitty, do you? So roll me that 1d4. So see if we're getting an explosive, or we're gonna go 3 and 4 with the sand again.
That would be 3 sand, I guess.
3.
Yeah.
That's sand. All right. So since my sheet for shitty is also shitty, 28 is your score for Constitution. You have to get under a 28 this time, or we're gonna have some problems with shitty.
That is a terrible stat.
Yes. Well, she is shitty.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you push?
He can't push. Hang on. I'm gonna look at something here. Hit points 28. Willpower. That's why she's got 28.
That's why she's called shitty, maybe.
Hang on. Let me look at something else here. No. Yeah, all your numbers are low.
Beast has only got 30.
What? What about Halle Berry?
30.
Yeah, well,
Oh
see,
my
I'm
God.
adding a little to the role of the tanks in this.
I like the 140.
But
Let's go with rules as written.
what's that say?
I like the
rules is
140.
written. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. No cheating. All right. So anyway, what we're gonna do is she's got 28 hit points. We're gonna give roll me a 1d20, and that's your damage.
Okay.
All of 1.
5, not bad.
Oh,
5.
that's all right.
Yeah. So what do you think? 5 points of damage on your AMRAM chitty has been inflicted, and I got that noted. So you got 23 hit points left. But what's going on with Shitty? You know her better than anybody, Hoagie. Hell, you grease it every morning, don't you? Or is it just yourself?
I think with the blowing sand and stuff, visibility momentarily is distracted, and this being a rocky valley, we'll bounce right off a boulder. It was jutting out a bit too much into the road. But she's tough, even though she might have might be nicknamed Shitty. The armor takes a lot of it, and so when we take that 5 damage.
She's a tough old girl, huh? Yeah. So anyway, let's check with our last chuckles for Halle Berry as you guys approach the dam, and it looks like you're able to easily traverse. And I'm going to show you where you guys approach from. The way into the valley, you're coming from the north, because the way into the valley is that way. Yeah, you were coming from the south. You had to wrap around and come in from here. So if you want to put your ships there, your ships, your MRAMs here, you can put them there. But really, the way to get down into the village is to cross the dam and cruise down through here. You do see that here on the edge of this dam, as you're driving up towards it, we're going to give you a little space before you get there. Right here at the edge, there's like a ramshackle sort of stone and mud little building that, you see a couple guards and a couple of the local boys that appears to be hanging out. You see 3 of them, as a matter of fact.
We have to drive across the top of the dam?
Well, if you want, you have done some reading about that. Like I said, you got right here, you're going to have to deal with 3 guards that seem to be guarding that dam, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we're not going to just drive right past. I'm assuming we're going to stop in the State Department. This is the first contact right here. Dave Frosty.
Soderbergh is just going to once again confirm with the staff sergeant about the intel that this dam may not support our ATVs, and is there another way to get the vehicles into the village? Staff sergeant?
Can we get someone to get some eyes on, scout, assess the situation? I feel like let's have a look-see at these characters.
You guys looking at this, you think that if you put one of them MRAMs across it, it's likely going to collapse. You're not even in talking distance of the things, and the ramshackle, bedraggled look of it, isn't exuding confidence.
We can also, they can come and carry their own gifts back to their village too.
So what are we saying? Are we saying they're on the other side here?
One of the Bravo boys, Mazza or something, chirps up. He's like,
the village is here.
We're good at watching the horses. They always have us corralling the horses.
So we don't know of any other way to get to the village other than to cross this bridge.
No. Well, let's talk with these guards and see if they'll meet with us first. If they won't meet with us, I guess.
Soderbergh asked the translator to go with one of the soldiers at the staff sergeant's advice, or to find another route in. But she stays inside the vehicle. She'll just say, Yasia, go with the soldiers. We need to find another way in. Translate for them.
All right, who's speaking to the guards?
Well, we can always put anything through Yasir to handle the language, because he's got the best language skills. But I don't want the NPC to lead the action. So someone's going to have to speak and do something.
What is the local language? What do they speak? This tribe.
It's Pashto, but they speak most likely an odd dialect of it.
A dialect of Pashto. Okay. Let's just quickly see who's got the best Pashto. Might be able to speak to them.
Like I said, Yasir could serve as that bridge to thing. I just need leadership to
Yeah,
direct.
yeah.
Yeah, so we don't need to speak.
Kripowitz,
Oh,
We'll just
okay.
Kripowitz is going to
Understand.
go with him.
Understand. All right,
right, so
Kripowitz is going to
Kerpowitz
do
is
the
going
talking.
forward. Then
Yeah, I'm
then
gonna tell,
Hoagie will
I'm
provide cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the gunners to keep on point, eyes
Yep.
on.
Yeah, I mean, and Kripowitz is in charge of everyone, including Bravo, Fire Squad Bravo. Fire Squad Bravo, like I said, are generally last guys to go over there. They're sort of, they've gotten out of their trucks, and you guys are you all sitting in the trucks? What he's doing? How are we going to handle this? Let's paint a picture for the
I'm
GM.
telling everyone to get eyes on 360. No one ambushes.
Yes, sir.
We should have enough between all three vehicles.
Chuckles at the rear, sir,
We get a
on
fire.
the gun.
Can you get
And
can we, since we're up on the cliff with the vehicle guns, can we cover the village? Can we look? Are we looking down into the village?
I mean, the guns would have range of fire over the village from where you're at.
Okay.
Surely.
Ooh, that's
All
good
right.
to know.
All right. So we'll,
You're not over the dam. The dam is somewhat over over the village height. Yeah, so as you approach, you're getting, I would think you're within now 10 meters maybe of the guardhouse and the guards, and these guys are armed, and they're pulling position on you. They're pulling bladed position. You guys are approaching, not very forthcoming, or you're sort of taking position, and not really being so friendly, I would say. But maybe
Kripowitz is walking. Kripowitz is going up with the. I'm going with the translator.
Marwan is being his jovial self. He's like, how you doing? And you hear him repeating some words. He's like, don't worry. I'm telling them right away. And he's taking the lead, because you guys, he's worried are going to get his fucking ass killed. And he keeps saying this word, Gita, Gita, Gita. And that's gifts in Pashto. And you can Google that. It's Gita, I do. And you see that their bladed position hasn't really totally relaxed, but their guns went from upright to quartermast off the ground.
Yeah, we don't have a gun. I'm not. So Kripowitz is not going to have his gun. He's going to have it ready, but not like aiming. Obviously,
So,
same deal.
Yeah.
Just passive.
Yeah, gun barrel down. Yeah.
So what do you do, guys? Say, do, show. You want
bring out
want
some of
to
the
talk?
gifts.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah, we want the translator. We don't. If they're Gath, we want them to speaking. We want him to speak in Gath, not Pashto. Hasn't he got? I'm sure he had that as a language.
So you just they obviously understood the word gifts. What do you want him to now say?
Yeah.
We'll probably need some hand getting the gifts to you guys across the bridge. The vehicle. We can't bring the vehicles.
And all right, I'm going to roll a skill roll just to see how they. I'm going to do a stat roll. I'm going to do a charisma roll. Do you want me to push it, guys? He failed that by 5 points.
Can I grab?
At this point, it's probably going to be Doc will lean into Sutterberg, and he'll say, that background documents mention something about a matriarchy. I think you might be better suited speaking with these gentlemen, Miss Sutterberg.
All right, Sutterberg will fold up her papers and come out and or comm to the staff sergeant. You seem to be having problems, Kripowitz.
Yeah, the translator. I think is a bit getting distracted. I'm gonna grab some of the gifts, grab some of that medicine. Come on with me. I think
Soderbergh
Kripowitz is
goes
gonna
out.
grab. Yeah.
Make sure
I'm gonna
that she
grab
can
Kripowitz
see.
and
Okay, mate.
Kripowitz and Soderbergh. We're gonna take like a crate of like medicine stuff to them.
Well, Soderbergh, you can get your men to do that. Soderbergh's not going to carry anything, but she'll make sure they see.
No,
that
he's gonna do it personally.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Nah.
Soderbergh will just make sure they can see that she's. Make sure that the guards can see that Soderbergh's female, given Doc's assessment. Very good. And ask the translator to say, tell them we are friends from America. We seek audience with the Ashtva, the leader, the head. I think it was called.
Well, I'm going to have you do one of two things. You do have 50% Pashto and 40% Urdu and 50% Dari. I'm going to give you, if you want to roll that, or you can roll a charisma check.
Do I get any bonuses that I'm female? Do they respect
No, sir.
matriarchy? Oh, Doc threw me into the
You know
meat
what?
grinder.
You know, I know you're right. You are right. No, I like that. I like that idea. And I will let you roll. Which is worse? Charisma would be what?
My
5
charisma is 70. So
70, yeah.
70 versus, no, you roll the Pashtu roll.
Oh.
Roll the
That's
Pashtu
slower.
roll.
Okay.
But I will let you roll it with advantage.
Pashtu with advantage. Here we go.
So twice.
I got a 50 right in the dot, followed up by a 77. So, whoa, lucky.
Which is a fumble. You didn't throw that second roll. We're gonna ignore that one because doubles and Delta are fumbled.
Oh, sorry, I thought advantage is you roll 2 dice.
It is, but you didn't really need the second one to just succeed on the first because the fumble, I don't even know how to do it if you get a success and a fumble. Sounds, we could have fun with that, but we're just going to go off the first roll.
Isn't advantage you choose the best result? Why would you look at both? Or is that different here? Advantage.
Well, no, you choose the best result.
Oh, I'm losing you.
You're breaking
I'm
up.
losing you, Mad Bud.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Hang on, let me check stuff.
He's back.
You're
We've been
good
having
now.
some
You're good
Wi-Fi
now.
issues. Hang on.
You're good now. Yeah.
The
But
wife
not
did
anymore.
something. She had my phone coming through. Not good?
No, we can hear you.
Oh, you're
good?
good now.
I'll try. Just holler if something goes wrong.
Yeah.
So you're fine. On that success, you see them warm up to you, and they make known to you, and since your posture is pretty good as well, you're understanding what they say. You do notice that they're sallow. They have heavily tanned skin, and their features blend their prominent noses and striking gray eyes that are postured neighbors, with somewhat flatter faces, straighter hair, epicanthic folds from an origin elsewhere to the east. These guys are showing, rampant malnutrition when you first meet them. But, it's still fairly early in the day. You got out of the base at 10 maybe, and, 3 hours here. It's about 1 or maybe going towards 2 now. But it's still daytime, and they stay willing to let at least a few of you cross the bridge. If you'd like to go in and you start talking, Mita, Ormat, they keep saying. And you're getting an idea, maybe it's their leader or something to that effect. But they're making it clear only a handful of you can go through, maybe 6.
Is that enough people to carry all the
else.
gifts?
Well, you
Might
can
try
they can
some-
certainly
try
they
some
can certainly
Pash-
bring
Why don't we-
people
Pashto.
if you
And
when you
just say
start
we got-
unloading the gift. if it's more, they can certainly bring
Yeah.
you know, more people from the village up. You look down into the village and you notice it looks quite crowded. I mean, you see people moving everywhere. There's smoke from fires. You're smelling it. You're smelling it. It's actually making some of you hungry. You smell the sort of gamey smell of goat, and you hear laughter and rivalry and maybe even the sound what sounds like geese. When people are just talking, it just sounds like a garbled duck speak. But all these things are wafting up the hillsides, up the canyon valleys, along with that sand and the intermittent snows. But yeah, that's the understanding right now, is that some of you can go meet the Ormont and go into the village, but they can't let the entire U.S. Army in here. They tell you.
I'm gonna whistle and round up the troops, get whoever's staying behind, which I'm assuming is all people that's not us, our characters. Whistling to round up and hold this position as I'm going to tell the crew that's going across the bridge.
Edgardo Massa is the corporal in charge of B Squad, and he says, "Don't worry, Staff Sergeant. I'll keep these vehicles ship shape ready, and we'll keep an eye on you down in that village. Don't worry, we got it. We won't be sleeping on this gig. Trust me, not this time."
You say that you mentioned that they were malnourished.
The guards look malnourished. Yeah, they look somewhat swollen stomachs, but skinny. And,
Well, Doc will hand each of them an MRE, just as a goodwill gesture.
Oh, I mean, they certainly. At first, they look at them and like they don't know what to do with it. So it requires some instructional operation, because an MRE are not the simplest thing to eat, and although they may be living off the scavengers of time, it doesn't appear that this is in their diet.
Kriplitz can see the language barrier there, and he's gonna explain it in Pashto and show them how to open it and what to do with it.
Yeah, so you open one up. Maybe you have a little snack. You do a little, the little camaraderie, shared food, and it looks like they seem very happy. But the funny thing about it is, they only take the smallest of nibbles for it, and then very quietly close them up and put them into their sort of watch cabin that they've been in. And guys, I know it's only an hour and a half in, but I have to go check something with my so I'm going to need 10 minutes right now.
All right, no worries. I will switch to the intermission, and we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Tell me when.
We're back.
All right, so you guys are, have made your introductions that have been graciously received. There seemed to be somewhat of an awe of Miss Soderbergh. Her command of all these military men were obvious and not seen. I mean, I don't know if any of you. I mean, I could give you an intelligence roll, but maybe you would know on your own based on what your character's depth of intelligence is. Did you notice that these guys didn't seem that as too odd? I mean, some of your info said that it is a matriarchal society, but yeah. So as you start bringing out this gear, they send to the village. It looks like one of the guys runs off, or one of the little kids that was sort of just peeked out of nowhere out of a freaking nearby bush. Little kid, up pops the wife, and that's a line from a rock song. Sorry. And you see a smattering of young boys and girls running up the hill, and like almost stand and wait, ready to carry your gear down to the thing. So do you load them up with all the gifts?
I think so. Yeah, try to be as friendly
Sounds
as
like
I
a
can.
plan.
All right, so the little parade advance. See the marching one by one. I mean, this is Afghanistan. There's no child labor laws that they're moving heavy equipment, heavy crates. Yeah, but you start making your way into the Gath village, and like I said, you notice these features about them. You notice this rampant malnutrition. You're noticing on even the children. You're noticing like when they smile at you, you see that their gums are pale, indicating some kind of, maybe Doc knows, some kind of anemia or a protein poor diet. Even the kids, their skin looks loose and wrinkled, sort of like us old guys. Their teeth are dull and mottled, and their fingernails show warps and fissures. I mean, this is just as you're handing them these crates, and you see these poor little bastards that, just, I mean, God forbid these were your children. Aren't they all everyone's children? So you even see some of them move stiffly due to weak joints, maybe, or muscles. They dress in layers of robes, but the women go unveiled, not by Islamic tradition, wrapped from head to toe, with their hair long and unbound or in simple ponytails and braids. The men wear utilitarian bowl cut and keep their beards trimmed to exactly fist length under their chin. Both sexes seem very clean though, and you notice that their fastidious seems, fastidious about washing their clothes and their smell and their hair. None of it seems unkempt. Hell, Chuckles stinks a lot worse than this. Than them. But you sort of make your way down, and one of the guards that first met you, is introducing you around. You're seeing various, it doesn't seem like anybody's really bothering you about much. The little kids are tugging and peeking and giggling and running away, but no one seems to be hurrying you or bothering you. You're walking around. You're seeing several cooking fires. You do notice that one of the buildings, one of the nearby buildings, we'll say, seems to be. You see people coming and going from it. Maybe it's you see the children running in and out, and, giggling and getting chased away, and old men, creeping their way to this sort of cave that's in one of the backdrops of the village. But this time you're spending, you're all a little sketchy. I mean, you're going in there with limited intel. Miss Soderbergh's, the most well informed, and all of this just seems totally foreign to her, I would think, as well. You see these ramshackled houses made of stone, and all along this valley, built into the cave walls of this deep cut here. You see these things, like I said. You're seeing maybe something storage. You're seeing some of the packages that you brought in. Unless you were carrying them themselves, you see them sort of quickly make their way through the tangled and streets of the village and back towards the cliff facing walls. And yeah, they seem gone, those gifts. But you guys are on a mission. Someone's in charge. Miss Soderbergh, Staff Sergeant Kripowitz, you have your orders to follow her lead. I don't know where we're heading, but like I said, there's possibly storage areas, and there's this there's fields outside the original residential area. You see a stable where there's some vehicles as well. It's surprisingly green, this valley. Get back on book, sorry. The looming walls are mossy on the south and dusty gray to the north. Stubborn pines jut from cracks and ledges on either side. The air smells swampy and moist between bridge and dam. But clears in the village to a refreshing mountain Christmas with just a hint of dust. Noises echo off the hard walls of buildings in the soaring and closing mountains. Between sounds, the silence is hushed, as if the whole settlement is holding its breath, waiting. To the north of the river, directly west of the dam, is a thin, irrigated strip of fields growing wheat and opium poppies. This extends to a footbridge over the southern stream to the southern section and terminates in the main village. At the lake are a few homes where fishermen live. Almost all of them are older than the average Gath. In the northern wall of the valley is this cave. Is it the community cave? At the far side of the village is the largest structure in the valley, a 6-meter tall stone blockhouse, which you assume is the seat of power in this village.
Soderbergh is just going to keep mentioning, we are friends, we are American, we are your friends. And say to Yasir to also spread that word. We need to speak to the Ordo, or the correct name for the person who's in charge.
Yeah, the Ormont. The Ormont.
Yes,
Ormont feast is telling you, and I mean, you're not really asking questions, looking for. The Ormont host feast tonight, dinner tonight. Are you hungry now? Dinner tonight.
How far? What
would
time
you like
is it
to
now?
go to?
I'm pretty concerned. Doc is pretty concerned that they're talking about dinner. There's wheat growing. They've got cooking fires, but they all seem to be malnourished. The Doc is actually will say to Soderbergh, I'm going to see if I can assist these people. They seem to be suffering from a variety of, acute. They most seem to be suffering from malnutrition. I'd like to understand that more.
Definitely, Doc. Staff Sergeant, we need to find out, are these people sick, or is there some type of disease that we need to be aware of?
Yeah, first Staff Sergeant's certainly not going to. I mean, you've seen, the people around here are heavily armed as well. I mean, they're not all carrying their own weapons, but if you look into the sort of nooks and crannies of the village, you see sentries and men, and as well. A doctor's first instinct is to care for those in need. And I don't even think I need to make you roll for this, Doc, because what you're seeing, despite the obvious signs of food and flora in the area, the smell of goat actually on the fire right now, everyone seems on the thinner side, no one large. And you notice, Doc, in doing these treatments, that some of them have a lot of them have small little what you call it? Not a gauze bandage, because they certainly don't use gauze, but cloth bandages just wrapped around arms and thighs and upper shoulder.
Well, I'll check under those bandages.
Yeah, and it appears that these wounds, it almost appears that there's like flesh wounds under there. It's if and it doesn't appear like from the sun or abraded from a fall against gravel or rock or shale and slate, but it appears to have been sliced and portioned.
How many people have this? How many people? How common are these bandages and wounds?
They're not. I would say
Like
maybe
1 in 10.
no, not 1 in 10. Maybe 1 in 50.
Oh,
I mean, I
okay.
don't know how long you've been doing this. Have you been able to examine 50 people? Because as you guys, Yasser or Manwar had said that, there's, 500 people in the village. Seeing all these children and, the children seem to be the first. Even the children have these wounds, though. Um, some of them again, and
All,
again, you were just doing general inspection. There's so many of them. That's what I'm trying to get to the point that 500 is just the mere adults in this village. There's another, 300 children and elderly, maybe. How many more elderly? So there's no way, one, medic, even a specialist medic, is going to be able to treat these people. And even just your initial glances made you realize that triage or attempted help is almost ridiculous. I mean, foolhardy even, because just your initial, again, you're just looking over this crowd and it's hitting you like some kind of montage of a movie where images of pink gums and bulging bellies and
well, he doesn't
scabbered
have to. He doesn't.
skin.
He doesn't have to investigate them all. The goal is to try and determine what are they suffering from. Is it, and what is the cause? And even talking to them, like, he will offer food to see if they take it. He will ask through the translator, how did you get this wound? Things like that.
And well, let's do some rolling here now that you're asking me.
Doc's
going to
get a job with the foreign department.
Doctors Without Borders, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make a note in my book that he might be a good recruit for the Foreign Office.
The surgeon I was at was leaving for Africa tomorrow. No, today, Saturday, right? Today. Yeah, so let me see what they say here. I'm sorry. Well, really, the people just sort of wave it off and say, that hang on. Yeah, they just say that this got to take this from somewhere else. They just say that they have to contribute to the village, and they everyone eats, everyone shares, and everyone contributes to the strength of the village, and they're not hungry.
This is an answer. So this was that the answer to my question? How did you get the wounds?
Well, no, that was when you were asking them what's wrong with them. I mean, we're fine. We're we're strong. We're healthy. We're happy. The wounds,
Well,
we had to. You're really just not getting much. None of it's really making sense. They're talking about snip, and they have to contribute.
Do they take the food that is offered?
I mean, you're offering them MREs. They look at them again.
Probably, maybe like if it's kids, maybe be like a candy bar or something, or chocolate. Soldiers always have chocolate.
You see the kids. The kids certainly take the chocolate, and you see them eat it. And I mean, yeah, they seem to enjoy it. When they do it, though, they seem to almost sort of they run away with it. They take it and they run, and they and you see them nibbling, and they almost seem like a pack of pigeons pecking at a purloined piece of bread, and each of them sort of snagging a piece. That you see a rare viciousness that you hadn't noticed earlier. But again, no one seems particularly concerned with anything other than no one's asking for more. The candy bar that was handed out disappeared, much like the gifts that you brought.
All right.
What's the verdict, Doc?
What's our?
I mean, there's a few places to go. Like I said, there's the lake where the men are fishing, the old men you've seen fishing. There's the sort of community cave, which you didn't ask anything about, but you've heard Manwar tell you that they call it the weighing cave. And there's also Manwar had asked, obviously where the gifts went. They've been taken off to the storage caves, and there's storage caves, or another area you can go to. The collected motor vehicles of the Gath Valley you see is also something that looks like a Jeep. Maybe it's not much better than a dune buggy. Some 2 ordinary light trucks. A light truck with a swiveling machine gun on top is their technical. You see some dirt bikes and a pile of random parts as well. You do see that there's a Russian PK on one of these. You guys been touring around the village for a bit. And like I said, there's the large stone building, which you've assumed is the Aramat's seat. But every time you've asked questions, when, where, you've been either deflected for a feast at dinner time, or to go talk to Kafka.
All right. I guess as we're walking around the village, I want to see, is anybody eating anything?
Well, it's certainly it's an odd hour, but give me an observation roll. Let's see what you can see here. Let's see what we got here on your sheet there. Who is this? Hoagie? Hoagie.
No, it's mostly it'd be Doc doing most of this stuff.
All right, Doc then.
You mean like alertness? He doesn't have observation.
Yeah, this isn't really an observation game so much like that. Let me see what we can roll.
There's alertness.
Alertness makes sense.
20% then.
Well, I got what?
He's got 50.
20.
He's got a bonus.
I got 50. I got a bonus of 30. Yeah.
Oh yeah, good. That sounds good.
Yep, that's a success. Oh no, 80. Oh, it's reverse. 82. No failure. Okay.
See, that's what they like about their dice. That you can't have a shared rolling table, because they're making that rolling table specific to your screen dimensions. So that I've argued with these guys for 4 years over this, because we can't do a shared roll table because it's fun to watch everybody's dice roll. But they've created this from the beginning, this very specific rolling formula that it fits to your screen size, your table size, and creates those cracked and bounces off of what you have in front of you. So maybe we'll get there, but it is kind of they do have very good dice, I think, in that regard. Sorry for the meta. So you fail in that regard, and you were everybody seems to be, working, doing stuff, stitching and wrapping hide and doing things in typical village. You see people carrying water, you see, but no one seems to be eating. But then again, you're having a big feast. You've been told that you're being welcomed with a feast. I mean, I don't need to throw an intelligence roll that you put 2 and 2 together. It's like, it's not like, people that go into the bodega to get a bag of chips and snack on some goat jerky. Would you like some goat jerky in the middle of the day when you go and have a big feast? So, it kind of all makes sense. So I don't think the roll really is a failure so much. It's just sort of common sense.
Okay. I will tell. There's my siren. I'll tell Sutterberg or Doc Will. He's like, It's peculiar. There's signs of malnutrition, yet there's talk of this feast. Obviously, they have access to food. Some men are fishing. And injuries. Some of them have wounds. This cave might be worth. What did you call? What was the cave called? Cave of
Cave of the weighing cave. You've heard more
weighing.
what?
Yeah, I'll say that
The people.
it's an unusual name, and given the malnutrition, perhaps the cave and the malnutrition are somehow connected, and there could be ritualistic wounds. Some of the people appear to have ritualistic wounds, perhaps.
I mean, when you guys keep pestering the kids or the young adults that are at your hips, because I mean, none of the adults really seem to be paying you much mind because you know they have work to do. I mean, kids got to, and the kids keep getting skirted away by the women. The men, the men are like everybody else's dad. I mean, just don't bother me. Let me get my shit done. And the women, just like you almost. I mean, you almost feel quite at home the way you see the familial lifestyle among these people. It's very jovial. The kids are trying to, just like any other teenager, screw off work, and the parents are trying to keep the little ones, underfoot, but without being underfoot, right? And so I mean, I think you're getting a almost a lulled sense of security about it, other than obviously what you're seeing in the disparate sort of duality of the situation.
I want to, when Doc tells Soderbergh that, she takes him aside and says, so you telling me that they selectively feed certain members of the tribe based on their rank in the tribe?
Oh no, I don't. I'm not quite sure. In fact, but I would say I would say that everyone feels that they have to contribute, but everybody also appears to be malnutrition. I don't see any difference. They all appear to be suffering from a similar ailment. So, but of course, there is a group that we haven't seen, and that is the rulers. It's quite possible that most of the resources are being consumed by them, perhaps.
Well, they won't let us see the Orma until the feast is prepared. Can I tell whether this feast? Can I tell whether this feast is something they've just getting ready because we've arrived, or was already in progress and we've just interrupted what's happening?
They made it know that since you're there, they'll have a feast, and you'll meet the Ormond, and the Ormond wants to host it. She's getting the feast ready, and you'll meet her after for the feast.
Well, not
every time
not being keen to hang around this place too long, I'll just inform Kripowitz to let his make sure that the rest of the soldiers don't create any havoc. Keep a low profile until we're welcomed in. We are in their land now, and we need to abide by their customs and show them respect if we're going to build this alliance.
Doc Bolger, before we go there, Doc Bolger, give me an intelligence roll. From what you were doing just a second ago before Soderbergh spoke, I had an idea about something you were saying.
Yep, that's a success.
Yeah, I mean, what you're saying about that, you're confused about their malnutrition, yet the prevalence of food and things like that. You're thinking that it, like I said, the gum, the anemic looks of the gums made it look like it was protein poor, whereas you're seeing the goat and the protein being actually roasted in the environment. But that intelligence roll makes you think that it could be almost too much protein has its own detriments as well, and being a sort of a
scurvy.
Yeah, having an isolated community, lack of, it is autumn, winter, lack of greens. It's scrubby, harsh land, and there are some vegetables, like I said, being grown with an irrigated system they've created. But all these things can, health is a many-faceted stone, and I think your ideas are all valid, and the problem is they're so you characterize it so perfectly. You just are confused and don't understand. And how's that making you feel? Is it making you more determined, more inquisitive, more fearful, more worried? How you feeling, Derek?
No,
Doc? Bolger?
Doc would not be fearful. His main thing is to help people, so he's genuinely concerned for the people here, and he's, as a part of this deal, he's thinking in his head, whatever gifts we brought, there's a real opportunity here for us to make a difference in these people's lives. So that's what he's focused on. He will say to Sutterberg, however, that the sergeant might want to take a couple of the soldiers. He doesn't consider himself a soldier. He's a medic. And check out that cave. There's something about that cave that's bothering him. The cave of weighing.
Let's check it out.
And my last question is, are they catching fish? The men.
You'll have to go over to the lake to do that. But you have time. Dinner's. I mean, despite your best efforts to sort of hurry it along at Soderbergh and Kripowitz, it doesn't seem like you can rush the Ormont or dinner or the feast. So there's, even though the sun is falling, it falls rather quickly when you're, so deep in a valley. The mountains have a way of swallowing up the sun, bringing dark before day is done, bringing other things as well sometimes. But let's not get ahead. Hopefully dinner's tasty. So Doc,
Kripowitz.
yeah, and Kripowitz, and we have Soderbergh. Soderbergh, this is your show. You're really the one in charge.
I've given them the instruction just to lay low before dinner, and I agree with Doc that maybe Kripowitz can take some men and have a look at this cave, but being respectful of the surroundings. That's my only direction.
And Kripowitz, you're in charge of security. You got to get this gal. Forgive me, Soderbergh, but you got to get this gal acclimated. Acquiring her goal, and then getting her ass out of Dodge. A lot of this, you may not want to spend the rest of your fucking days in the Afghan, but you still need a good muster out record.
Can I ask a question, GM question?
Like,
military science. What's the scope of military science?
I would say military science would be strategic planning, ability to work within the military, knowing military procedures and protocol.
Would this go as far to...
Listen, and I'm good if you can bullshit your way to tell me how it works. We'll find a way to make it work. It's all about the story.
I'm going to use... I think Kripowitz wants to use a combination of alertness and military science to just sort of scope out where guards are, guard routes, etc. Is there places that look more heavily defended?
Why don't you roll me a
on that? Sorry?
And I'm going to give you as much as I can on the sort of military scope of the facilities here.
What am I rolling? Military science?
Whatever you just said, whichever you want to, whichever one. Military science or alertness?
Well, I kind of want to do a little bit of a both, so we'll go for science.
47 from a 60. So yeah. Let's see. What we got here? Well, I gave you what the garage has. At the top of the garage, I'm going to give you a little more detail on it. Like I said, there's two ordinary light trucks. Old Datsuns, if you will. If you know what I'm saying, like a 4-cylinder pickup. One, you heard Mossart say, they call that the technical. Look, and you see a swivel machine gun on top of that. The machine gun on the technical is a Russian PK. And you can tell it's carefully maintained. You see some big crates, and you're here. You got military science. It looks like they got about 500 rounds in it, boxed in 25 round belts. that may be linked together to form 500 round belts. And you can see this just from, you got your binoculars, you've been walking around. Again, they could care less that you're walking around, peeking in, asking questions. But I forgot to tell you guys, because you just really started getting down into the dirty. You did notice that there's, there are guards around the vehicles. You can talk to those guys if you want. But you do, as you make your way around the vehicles and you're noticing this setup there, Staff Sergeant, you notice that they seem to have an area that has 2 captured Taliban prisoners in it. And it seems that they're being held in a sturdy stone room next to a goat pen and the butcher's home. And actually, as you're getting quite near to the seat of the Ormont, I'm going to give you one last thing after I gave you those hints about the guards with the vehicles and the Taliban prisoners you saw. But on top of the Ormont's home, if you look at the new screen, you see that it has some serious weaponry on top of it. There's an old Soviet Dishka, the heavy machine gun. That's the modern-looking thing, right?
Yep.
And you also see the barrel of an 1880s British Armstrong that points skyward, almost like an obelisk. So I should probably turn that, but it's facing almost straight up. And on top of that, let me see if I have the token. I do believe I do. Where is it? Oh, yeah, we're going to have to do a little theater of mind, guys. On top of that is a huge Russian helicopter. Pieces, artfully arranged pieces and wreckage from the Mi-24 Hind chopper. So you had heard something about a Russian chopper being from the locals in the camp, about the Russian chopper being whistled down. Well, the Russian chopper, at least the remains of it, are on top of this hut. Now, you're a little far away from this hut still, so you really can't see the detail of that thing. But like I said, you see these guns. You see that chopper. You saw the guards guarding the pickups and the dirt bikes, and no one really seemed to be guarding the Taliban bananas.
My main concern is not the guns. I expect to see guns, but all the skulls on the building is a bit concerning.
Well, again, you can see that yet. That's you guys are still a bit of a distance away from that. But from the distance he was traveling, because it seems that if you try to get too close, it seems as if it's almost as if like the crowd forms around you and redirects you elsewhere, almost like they start tugging and pulling and saying no, later, through he translates later, feast later, and later, dinner time, feast time. So yeah, you can't see the crushed skulls or anything like that.
Should we check reports? Are you going to check the caves? That cave?
Yeah, where's the cave? Whereabouts is this cave?
Well, we're going to say the cave is over here. Okay.
Like south? I don't know. You can tell me where stuff is. I'm just trying to map it out. That's why I was trying to do some military science to get a bit of a map, a lay of the land, how to get out, what's the best way in and out. Contingency planning.
You guys came across the bridge here, and there is a road that leads down that the light pickups may use, and the light pickups likely can get across there. Okay. So really, the exit out is this way. You're surrounded by cliffs pretty much everywhere else.
So we're saying I've got to go around the cliff across the bridge, something like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would think, yeah.
I think we've also got comms still to the ATVs, and they've got range on this village if we need cover fire or anything.
Yeah.
You should check, maybe.
Okay.
You need to check in with them or tell them anything? What do you
Yeah,
gonna do?
I'm gonna radio in and see if the coast is clear. How we're looking up there
All right.
before it gets too dark.
Oh, maybe also relay to them, Staff Sergeant, that we're going to be remaining here till nightfall because they're preparing a feast, so they know that what's happening.
Yeah, I'm gonna relay any information, radio in, and just say that we're supposed to be our ward is meeting with the leader of the village, trying to establish some relations, and it's gonna happen
Well, why
over a
don't you
feast
call
tonight.
Corporal Massa and check in with him and have that dialogue and see what you need to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna radio in with him.
Did you guys see your standard loads on your sheets there? I think I put that on your sheets. That says what you have: a M9 pistol, M9 bayonet,
Is that under
tactical
equipment?
body armor. It
Equipment.
should be.
Oh, yeah, equipment.
I've done this a while
So we
ago.
got lockpicks, couple of grenades.
Bulger may not have it because he's a bit of an NPC, but let me look at the mains.
That's armor and gear.
You guys have under equipment, you have what you have there, but there's also a sheet from the page that I can give you. Hang on. Let me find it here. I must not say that. Here it is, loadouts. There's another public document called loadouts you can take a look at. It might help you with some information, but not much there. That's not on your sheet. All right.
Yeah, I can't see the radio, encrypted radio, GPS.
All right. So who's calling Massa?
Staff Sergeant Propowitz. We call Massa and we got a situation here. We got our ward. Sudbury's got to meet with leaders down here. We're going to be here tonight for. How we looking up there?
Everything's go berserk. These guys got the best fucking hash I ever smoked.
Keep your eyes on a swivel. I don't need nothing creeping up out of the dark.
Oh, it's all quiet, cool here, Captain. Oh, Staff Sergeant.
How much you smoke?
I told you shit. Not much. Not much, but I'm telling you, this shit's good. Ain't nothing like this back in the hood down in the Orleans.
Court martial.
Not guaranteed, let me tell you. Oh, what you thinking? No, boy. They talk some crazy shit, though, these guys. I wish I knew what they were talking about.
Get your shit together. We don't need to be left out of here in the dark. All alone with no eyes.
My shit together. Stat specialist Cook is shit right now.
Doesn't sound normal.
Shitting ain't normal. We always thought you was backed up, Hoagie. Too many Hoagies. Ah! That motherfucker.
Sounds like our Overwatch team is compromised.
Flash his lies, fuck the sides, and smoke his sides.
Who's the second in charge?
Staff Sergeant. Yeah, I was going to say we just lost our Overwatch team.
Smith's our rifleman. He got eyes on. He's up on the deck with the 50, sir. Don't worry, the 50's on you. He said he got you in the night vision because it's getting dark now. Don't worry, he likes those red glasses.
If this
You can put on
the
red light.
if this is over the open comms, Doc might
Huh?
recommend. I'd suggest relieving him immediately of duty, sir.
Oh, yeah, we're off duty, boys. We can smoke more. See if they got that more of that liquor.
I think I'm going to
They think-
send, given what I'm hearing, I'm going to send Corporal Right Stuff up to take charge up there. How long is it going to take him to get up there?
Well, you want to throw a monkey in the monkey wrench? We'll see what happens.
Pardon?
If you want to lose a guy in your crew when the feast is just about to start, you do what you want. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I don't know what he's gonna find, how it's gonna happen. Oh hell, nobody likes somebody to break up the party.
Well, I think
You
a
do
good
what you like
question.
in your game, brother.
Well, I mean, this is a pretty serious situation. So I guess the question is, in terms of Hoagie, is the corporal, is that completely out of character, or the corporal?
I
who
told
left
you they're the B squad, man. The fucking second track students, third track even. Fuck.
military,
They're the B squad.
military though. This would be
They're
a
the B
arrestable,
squad.
arrestable
Well, yeah,
court martial
everybody's
offense.
supposed to file orders, but we've been in here 10 years, some of these boys. I mean, well, hell, it ain't military, but fuck, this country ain't military. It's a fucked up situation.
They're saying that's normal behavior.
Well, I don't know. Normal is what you make it. It doesn't seem normal to me. If my show, these motherfuckers be hog-tied in quarters and tarred and feathered.
Yeah,
but, I'm not running this show.
Yeah.
How long does it
You
take
got
to
five.
get there?
You got five.
Kripowitz is not happy with what he's hearing.
Huh?
It's who's the second in charge up there? Below.
Smith, the rifleman. He's the one taking a shit.
I think I'm gonna raise my voice and tell the guy to pull his freaking head in and get me Smith.
Smith shitting, sir. Smith be shitting again.
Shut the hell up and get me Smith.
Sir, I can't get the MRAMP over to where he's shitting, sir, and the communicators in the MRAMP. He's shitting, sir. What do you want me to do? I'm in charge.
Call me back. No, you're not.
Okay.
Call me back. You're relieved of command. Put Smith in charge. Go and sleep off whatever bullshit you're on. Sit your ass down and shut the hell up. We don't need no cooked motherfuckers watching over us. We need somebody with eyes on. No bullshit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm relieved. I'm gonna hang out with them watch boys over there. They got some rice. I don't know what it is, but it tasted. Okay, I'll have him call you when he done shitting, sir. Can he wipe first? He hangs up.
How long does it take to get back to the vehicles? How long did it take us to get down here?
Well, it's not an easy path, but it's a good 25-minute walk, up and down the hill.
I think I'm gonna group up, grab whatever soldiers we got here. I'm gonna tell who else have we got here? Can you expand? Oh yeah, you can expand it. Oh, but you can't see the names. That's shit. Oh,
Your mission isn't to break up parties, boys. It's to make a deal with these natives.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Chuckles. I'm gonna get a hold of Chuckles and Hoagie. Hoagie's a grenade. Yeah, I'm gonna grab the soldiers in the camp here and make our way to the cave. Assess this cave situation.
All right, so the soldiers go to the weighing cave. You got whoever you want there. I'm going to give you a new scene, actually, though, I think.
You're saying, Sipowicz, we should all stay together, right? So we're not...
Yeah, I'm going to assemble everyone.
We're all going to the cave. Yeah.
Soderbergh and Doc are going to be at the back. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you find out with these prisoners? Who found those prisoners?
Chuckles taking point. Chuckles taking point.
So as you go into the weighing cave, You
What the hell?
all those. That's all of Age's stuff on there. But this is the weighing cave guy. You I'm gonna bring a lady into here too. She's the main character here. This is Kafka, or not Kafka, Kafka, almost Kafka. And she sees who's in there, Chuckles, and let me see who's in that room with me.
Buddy.
We got everybody in there?
Yeah.
All right. So let me make her visible. So you see Kafka as you come into this sort of fucking room of this, but it does seem like it's like the community center room. Kids are coming in and out. This wide cave has been chiseled wider with crude beams across the ceiling supported by wooden pillars. The Wade Cave is the Gath community answer to the front porch of an old general store or the office water cooler. People come here to hang out in the heat of the day or to warm up in the winter. There are benches and chairs and back seats from junk sedans, wreathed in mold and rust. A huge oven rests over one wall, vented to the open by a welded together pieces of truck exhaust pipe. The oven is roaring and pleasantly warm. It usually smells of roasting meat, despite the obvious starvation of the gas. They say the meat's not for them, it's for the Ormont. And you see in here, there's yet another goat roasting. The centerpiece of the first chamber are two seesaws, each long, flat beam with a well-worn seat on one end and a large chunk of granite lashed to a divot on the other. As you walk in though, Kafka sees you and she's almost in awe. She sees the biggest of Chuckles and walks over to Chuckles and starts squeezing him and saying, "Oh, you Americans are," you know, Marwat's translating. I should bring Marwat in, but Marwat's always with you.
I mean, I speak a bit of the language as well. Kriput speaks Pushka.
Yeah. She seems in here. She has like it looks like she does, butchering in here. She has several jugs of hand sanitizer and, blades, and you see needles and threads. Looks like she's got a pharmacy here, including giant aspirin tablets from Kyrgyzstan. You see these guys, and they're the size of a tobacco tin, right? They're huge, and a couple dozen Serbian Z packs, which Z packs are antibiotic packs, and plenty of homegrown opium. She's almost unique among the women of the Gath in that she has good color and energy, even though she has the tiniest hint of a developing potbelly. She's delighted with you. She pinches your muscles and flesh, marveling at your size, even being a bit flirtatious with you boys. None of these are injured, so, but she offers opium when anyone, Marwan, you see Marwan reaching for it and taking a puff. Does anyone stop him?
Yep. I'm telling him to keep his head on. Not now. Tomorrow. Let's get this shit done.
He looks over at Suderberg. Yeah, well, he doesn't want to upset Suderberg, so he nods and bows and makes polite apologies, apparently, to Kafka. And then as that scene sort of occurs, Kafka takes the pipe, it takes a big hit, reaches up and gives Marwat a kiss and blows the smoke almost like a shotgun into his mouth. You know what I mean by that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not a gun shotgun. It's a smoking habit.
Yeah. Yep. We need everybody at the top of their game.
Chuckles
Got no
says,
room for
hey,
bullshit.
hey, I think she likes me. Tries to show off in front of the other soldiers if he's getting a feel from the Kathka.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's squeezing him. She may even squeeze his nutsack.
Hey, she's squeezing my nutsack.
The doc,
No doubt.
the doc
And
is
you-
going to go forward. What
You
are
do
these?
notice,
What
though,
are,
guys, that no one's really asked any questions or anything. So I just keep feeding. But you notice that she's
Well, no,
got,
we gotta-
she doesn't have a leg.
Yep. Okay.
I think because we're not getting much chance to speak. Maybe go to each
All right.
player.
All right.
So the doc is going to go over these contraptions with the chairs, the seesaws, and we'll ask through the translator, what purpose do these serve? What is this for?
We need to stay little. It's never a problem for me, she tells us. Never a problem for me. Because
You need to stay-
I lost my leg when I was young. You know, when people get...
You mean you need to stay under a specific weight?
to contribute. You get too big, snip, snip.
What?
Snip, snip.
What did she
I think
say?
I'm going to try and help translate this. Sounds
gonna
like
look-
when
I'm
they
gonna
get...
I'm going to look around. Are there surgical equipment here?
Oh, like I
There's
said, you
blades
saw
and stuff.
X-Acto blades and.
Okay.
I mean, you have
Kripowitz is going to
Well,
walk over and grab
is there
Doc.
blood? Are there blood stains on the floor?
No, that's just like water and stuff like that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries. All right.
Kripowitz is picking
Well,
what's being put down.
So I'm going to actually, will she stop me? Will she stop Doc if he actually pushes down on one of the seesaws to see roughly how much it weighs?
No, she won't stop you at all. She's no need to sit for U.S. soldiers. Too big. And this is Marwatch translation or Suderberg maybe chiming in. Too big. No need. Not way day. No way day. I never worry way day. And then she wiggles her stump when she says, no worry on way day.
This is concerning.
What were you saying there, Kripowitz? I'm sorry.
Kripowitz is going to walk over and grab Doc on the shoulder and say in English, I take it that they don't speak English by the sounds of it.
Well,
I'll ask
it is what it
Kathka. I'll
is.
ask Kathka if she speaks English. I'll talk in English to her. Do you speak English?
She just sort of stares at you blankly, smiles, and pinches your nipples.
And I just
I guess
brush her hands off, and I'm going to say I get the feeling that if the kids or the adults get too heavy, that they get some parts removed. I feel like there's some pretty morbid stuff happening here.
Now, thinking back, did I notice any scars on people? There was the fresh wounds, but did I notice scars from old past wounds?
Yeah, and there's 500 people, adults in the village. Kids were passing for. I don't think Doc had some time to check. No one seemed infected, other than the worst thing was the malnutrition, the anemia. It looks, the wounds all appeared. But you saw scars. You saw wounds.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe the percentages. Now thinking back, you're thinking, were those percentages right? Was I just focused on who had fresh wounds? Maybe I should have focused on what are the percentages of scarred people. I mean, maybe it's not like a person's going to show you a scar that isn't bothering you. You saw what was active. Maybe you glimpsed one or two others.
Well, it would appear that the malnutrition is voluntary. in order to keep someone under a certain weight to avoid getting snipped.
What are they getting snipped of? Have I missed something? Are they getting parts of their body taken off? Like
Weight
kidneys
cut.
or
I
something?
did.
Punishment.
I didn't get an impression from the wounds. Didn't seem to be like limbs. They were just like shoulder. You said that was on the shoulders and stuff like that. So it's
Sounds like a punishment
like-
for being overweight.
perhaps. And I guess just to rewind a bit, what would be the size of an average wound?
I mean, there were various. There was maybe. I mean, there was. No one was flayed, obviously.
Oh, but is it a chunk? Is it a chunk missing or just a cut? Were there chunks missing?
You know what? I'm going to see. I mean, I don't think you've had that kind of detailed time or anything, but I'm going to let you have a roll for it. What's your sheet? That's just doc, right?
Yeah.
Let's see, skills. Give me one of your medicine rolls there. You got first aid. Yeah, do your first aid roll. See how much you really got.
5. Yeah.
Do we roll?
35. Yeah, out of 70. Sorry. I wasn't.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. My bad.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you saw. I mean, like I said, there's no average size thing. From from the few that you had seen, you were thinking what 1 in 50. I'd said. So you only maybe saw maybe 2 or 3 at the most. And this is just barely triaging people. You're making sure no one's infected or pussy or teeth
Well, I guess
falling out,
the difference. The difference would be is it a cut? Which actually, if it's just a cut, then it wouldn't remove anything, right? It just cut through the flesh.
What you did see was it did look like patches of skin were removed.
Okay.
There's other people where there's I can show you some scars on my own body that where things seem to have been stitched together, back together.
Yep. Okay.
Where the skin may be a little tight, but somewhat vacant of maybe flesh or dermatitis
underneath. Yeah.
Or muscle below. It just doesn't look right.
Okay. Well,
again, I think a lot of your knowledge is going to be limited by the amount of time you had to really triage everybody.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see what happens at the feast. But
so Soderbergh,
I'm concerned.
Soderbergh, you're the most well-informed of these Gath things. I mean, you've heard tales of eating and cannibalism and stealing women and
cannibalism.
Some of the things that came in your pocket. But you have any thoughts here for? I mean,
well, look, Soderbergh
Kafka's sort of being deferential to you, pretty much.
I mean, Soderbergh has two thoughts. One, she's just making sure none of the soldiers disrespect what customs these people have. She's not too concerned about how they operate as a tribe. She just wants to make sure that no one's doing anything that's going to alienate them. But does Soderbergh know, is Kathka like a senior person? Or is that just her name, Kathka? Or does that mean something?
Well, I don't. You could check your knowledge if that Kathka comes up in your Urdu or Pashto or something like that. But I mean, she's obviously, you could just see from her presence and demeanor that this is her domain. These are her tools. These are her scales. These are her people.
So that's her name,
yeah,
or is that her position?
Her name is Kafka.
Oh, it's her name. Okay, so she doesn't have a special hierarchy, like she's not second to the ordo. Because if she is, the reason I'm asking, if she has some seniority, I want to ask.
How would you know that?
I'm asking you, do I know with any of my knowledge or intel? My studies of these people?
I mean,
or you could just ask her.
Yeah, if I don't know. I'm trying to find out if I do know, because then I don't have to ask her. But if I don't know...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think I'm confused. She, like I said, she appears to be. This is the community center. She appears to be in her space. It's the second largest building in the thing. Do you want me to say yes? She's the second in command. Yes, she's the second in command.
All right. If I know that, then I'll say, and with the translator, if I can't communicate enough with my own Pashto, I'll say, we respect what you're doing. We do not seek to interfere. We have audience with the Ordo for the festival. Is there anything you can tell us about our conduct that is required to gain favor?
Respect the Orma. Do what she says. The Orma rules on behalf of the Aboleth.
On behalf of the...
But the Aboleth will not... The Aboleth.
Do I know what that is?
But the Aboleth is not going to come back for a year or more.
Do we know what the aboleth is? In our backgrounds or no?
But she's a woman, she owns the Gath and lives in the house with the dead helicopter on top. She's our big woman. She goes to the cave of the source.
So just out of game, when she mentioned aboleth, is that something in my intel background I know of, or is that something new, a new term waiting for the aboleth?
No, you would never know. You would never know. I mean, you could ask a question.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
It's not likely.
Yeah. I'm definitely probing for information that's going to help me at this meeting. So I'll say, Great Cathgar, you mentioned the coming of the aboleth. We do not know what this is. Please enlighten us.
They won't be back for a year. The aboleth. Always she speaks to the aboleth. The Orma bears the children for the village. The village does what she says because only she can speak to the aboleth.
Yes,
the Orma eats the most because she suffers the most. What is it? What is it?
What is it?
It is all. It is everything.
Is it one of their gods? Because they worship idols, I remember from the notes. Is this one of the idols?
I mean, you saw no reference to aboleth, but
okay.
I mean, it sounds, folklorish. It sounds like a god.
Okay, so the main message she's given me is just try to obey her instruction during this feast.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she gave you a lot of information there, so you got what you got out of that, but she gave you a shitload.
She might have said a lot. I don't know whether it's any information that I can use.
Well, you heard that she wants you to behave, so I guess that's okay.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. And I know there's some aboleth that comes on.
She's going to come back for a year. She says the Orma bears the children.
Bears the children,
for the village. Yeah. The village does what she says because only she can speak to aboleth. The Orma eats the most because she suffers the most. She rules the Gath, lives in the house with the dead helicopter. She's the big woman who goes in the cave of the source, is one of the last things I said to you.
I think we need to meet this woman.
Do you want to ask about the wounds now that I've got some conversation? Do you want me to ask why have some of the villagers got wounds?
I'm going to ask her if she lost her leg. Yeah. Ask her if she lost her leg for the village.
I lost my leg when I was a child. That's why weight day, always happy day for me. I never overweight.
Did you lose your leg because of way day?
No. I fell off cave wall. Broke leg. Went bad.
I think we're
all swollen. Turned red and purple.
Here.
Smell bad.
Well, I would say, so if you weigh too much, snip.
She's confused by this. She's no need to worry. You are safe. No snip.
Okay, all right.
We fish, goat, and birds. Bird.
I think we know what happens. Or the doc will say there is obviously some type of ritualistic belief here related to weight and a lot of the village's resources appear to be going to a single individual. I'm very curious to see this leader of theirs.
It sounds like
Well,
she
you guys
also
are
bears
talking-
their children, so I wonder if a lot of these young kids are her kids. That's why they have to...
When you guys are talking, this little kid comes up to Hoagie, maybe 5 or 6 years old. He points at Hoagie and he's like, Ormont! And he's pointing at Hoagie, Ormont! And then you see a Gath man come up to the kid, and literally delivering a shockingly hard, open-handed smack blow to the kid's, like an open-handed blow to the kid's ear. It knocks the kid to the ground, screaming to the ground. Like, obviously, with a fucking punctured eardrum, you see, like, blood coming out of it. The gas scenes don't seem to warm, but you do see a woman pick the child up, scold him a little, and then sort of brush him out of the cave.
What was he saying?
What does Ormok... Yeah, what was he saying?
He just said Ormont, and that's, the name of their leader. And Hoagie came up to the biggest guy, Hoagie. Hoagie or Chuckles are the biggest guys, but they're the two big ones. And he's like, Ormont. And then the old guy smacked him across the ear with an open hand. It smashed his eardrum.
Well, Hoagie is a dad. I don't know if he would... I mean, unless he's ordered not to, he'd probably step forward towards this guy.
Yeah, Soderbergh's trying to make sure there's no engagement here. She doesn't want them to interfere with.
The kid gets smacked to the ground. I mean, you see it just happen. He gets smacked to the ground. The guy smacks him. He shuffles him. The kid scurries on the floor a bit. The woman picks him up and shuffles him out of the cave. The guy's standing there looking at Kafka like, when's dinner? He's not even looking at you like nothing.
Steady
So
team.
Soderbergh, if Soderbergh orders him to stop, he will, but he'll take an aggressive step towards the guy and then stop if ordered.
Well, just so you know, in this room, along with these people, there's about 20 Gath men with AK-47s, or maybe old Mosin Nagant rifles they're watching.
That doesn't matter. You're acting on instinct. I mean,
So you just walk forward, but you don't raise it. You're raising
on
on
our place. This is not our place.
Hoagie will. Yep, he'll stop, but he glares at this guy.
And he grabs Kopowitz is going to
grab
you on the shoulder, and he's going to tell you, I know, I feel the same, but it's not our place.
Right. All right, sir. All right.
The guy sees your look forward, your walk forward, your sort of puff of chest, and your tough guy look, and he doesn't sort of disregard you, but he just he looks at you almost like, and he says something, and you look to Marwan, and he's like, kids. He just said kids, like, kids.
Let's get out of here.
That's how he responded.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's see this. Let's go see this leader.
So you guys come outside of the cave, and you're in the village still. We got the chopper house here. You're over here by the cave entrance in the back southwestern corner, the garage, and we're going to say that the goat pens are on we'll say that the prisoners are back here in the shade, so that the goats can get the shade off the Ormont's rather large building.
Soderbergh asks for
So what do you guys want to do?
Kopowitz to send. Can some soldiers accompany her to the prisoners? She wants to check the vehicle for any intel. Like check the glove box. Or was that the garage? The vehicles.
Well, the garage have the glove. The garage has the vehicles and guards. The prisoners are unguarded with goats.
All right.
Weird.
See if I can do see if I can check the vehicle. There might be some intel I can take back to stateside.
Well, guarding the vehicles, 4 or 5 curious young men with rifles.
I think I think the vehicles are the Gaths, not the Taliban. So.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, I mistook. I thought they were.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought
yeah,
they
yeah.
were hijacked.
Yeah.
Okay. In
No.
that case, let's go get some
This
intel
is
from
their
the
vehicles.
Yeah, sorry, I misunderstood. I thought they were the
Good.
prisoners' vehicles. All right, in that case, we'll speak to the... Did anyone speak? What language do the Taliban speak?
Pashto?
Oh, okay,
Everybody
cool. Yeah,
speaks
let's go
Pashto,
speak to these guys. Prisoners.
Yeah, I speak Urdu. That's sort of a little northerner, but yeah, you'll be able to communicate, I think. So, like you said, there's 2 captured Taliban that are being held in a sturdy stone room next to a goat pen and a butcher's home, which is quite near the seat of the Ormond. The guys, they don't object to you. You see, like, the guards over by the garage, or if they're guards, they're just armed fucking young men over by the garage. They just laugh and point and say Taliban, 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 making fun and just being kids. But you can certainly go over to the Taliban. Each line of questioning requires a Pashto roll, though, it says.
Yep, that's fine. Whoever's our most skilled in Pashto, perhaps it's the interpreter.
Translator, probably. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep, the interpreter.
So what do you guys want to ask these prisoners?
Well, first I want to know just what's their general condition? Like, have they been tortured, wounded, injured? Are they fed? Are they good condition, or what's their status? Physically?
The doc will take a look at that.
Yeah, okay.
No, they don't look particularly maltreated. They just look like, tired, a little worn out. But you actually see them eating food. They have like a basic wheat gruel that they seem to be eating from a bowl.
All right, then through our translator, Mawat, I'll say, we are Americans, but we can help you. Tell us what you... Try to be good cop, Tell us what you, what doing here and how you came to be here.
This is Soderbergh speaking?
Yeah, Soderbergh, through the interpreter, if he can speak Pashto better
Doesn't
than
she
me.
have Pashto?
Yeah, but you said depends on a role,
Yeah,
so I
yeah,
want
I
to make
did.
sure who can speak it best. I'm happy to roll with an advantage or something.
Whatever. Hang on, let me just pull him up. What the fuck?
I've got 50.
Yeah, hang on, just bear with me a second. All right.
And I'll just tell the rest of the guys, I'm going to try and befriend these Taliban and see if they can tell us about what happens at the feast, or if they were also given... I'm worried about this feast. We might have to offer one of ours or something. I don't know. This could go pear-shaped.
Well, Soderbergh, why don't you guys roll out of the Marwat table for me? And
Marwat
just
table?
when you ask the question, yeah, out of his skills roll,
Oh,
go
yeah.
down to his foreign language and other skills.
Your
Pashto
skills
shows
actually.
0.
well.
So I'm going to double check that on his sheet. It's on there somewhere. But hang on, let me see. Pashto.
He doesn't even have it. He's got 0.
Foreign language, Gath. He's got 30% Gath.
Well, I've got 50%
Your skill's
Pashto,
better.
so I'm better.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask him, why is he even here? I'll just make my roll. Pashto, where is it? Pashto. For the love of God! Do I get advantage or something?
That's actually a fumble, Miss. 98, 99, or 100 in Delta is a fumble. Oh, no, it's not. No, that's Cthulhu. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. No, you can...
Can I roll with advantage?
You can... why are you going to roll with advantage now?
Because I've got an interpreter helping me. They give me some bonus.
He does have Gath. I'll allow you to roll it again, okay? If he tweaks it with his Gath because he's got a.
Oh my
But
god!
it's going to have to come.
I'm just gonna walk out. These Taliban are gonna think I'm a joke.
So what were you? What were you asking them?
How did they get? Oh, if I can communicate to them, I want to say, I can help you if you tell me some information. How did you get here? What were you doing here?
Yeah, the serviceman. He says, you're getting, and you understand. He called you a hind part of a goat. That's your failure. Does someone else want to try? I mean, maybe you could ask him something else. You get a roll for each question you ask.
I don't think I have any skills.
Staff Sergeant?
Yep, sure. We'll try with the Pashto.
What are you going to ask, Sergeant?
Oh, just rephrase the question.
Same thing. Okay.
Yes.
They say we stopped them from trying to steal a girl from a village. She escaped. They captured us instead. So you got them talking. It looks like. You want to try again, Staff Sergeant?
How long have they been here?
What questions are we asking?
Find out how long have they been here, and do they know what happens at the feast?
Yep, well, that's what we're asking.
Okay, another roll.
Wow, well done. You're on fire.
Hi.
Well, they start off there, they're a little trepidatious. They're like, the Gaths steal wives and eat men. They consort with devils. The Gaths are not human. Only an idiot would not know the horrors of the Gaths have inflicted on their neighbors since antiquity. The Gaths are sorcerers. Gath women are whores to shaitan. They produce monstrous offspring, devil children that can fly. The only thing that can protect against the monstrous offspring is the devil blocking song, which is taught to all righteous folk in the region.
Is that what happens at the feast, or is that general info?
That's what they told you. They feast. They eat men and children. They say, you'll be feast. They steal men and eat men. They steal wives and eat men. Huh?
Can we tell if they're lying, or they're just speaking through, like, folklore, or they're speaking through fact, like they've got evidence?
Well, they don't certainly seem like they're lying, but it's not like you're talking to PhDs or these are tribal, uneducated people that you can roll your intelligence roll and glean what you like from it. I don't think you'd be able to glean much more.
It sounds like they're going to be sacrifices. That's why they're getting looked after. How many of you were captured? Only 2, or were there more and they've been sacrificed?
Just us 2. That horse to shaitan. They produce monstrous offspring, devil children that can fly.
I suggest your men be on full guard at this feast and not enter. Not everyone enter. Some people stay out in case they're not going to let us leave without some sort of sacrifice.
What?
Oh, I say to the sergeant, not to the prisoners.
Yeah. Sorry, that's how I gathered that.
Yeah.
All right. So the doc will go inside. The doc wants to go inside so he can do an assessment of the people in there, but Hoagie will stay out. He's got a grenade launcher that's gonna, so he'll unleash. I'll unleash hell, sir, if things go sideways.
I think we should prepare an ambush on the big gun, on the vehicle-mounted gun, and perhaps we might need to load up and get out quick.
Oh, well, that'll be the vehicle. The technical will be my first target, sir.
I think we might want to be using that vehicle and escaping. 25-minute walk or a 2-minute drive?
Oh, okay. Let's go check the vehicles in condition to go. That's good. That's good. Be our escape vehicle.
I think we've ascertained they are, but they're guarded.
There are guards around the vehicles, so yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good.
I think we're positioned to take out those
All right.
guards if we need to.
No other questions for the
Nope.
for the
Not
prisoners,
for
huh?
me.
How do you
No,
want to
I think-
die? I'll ask them.
What was that?
How do you want to die? We might be able to, for your help to us, we might be able to let the Gath know your preferred, leaving this world.
What? Fucking
That-
crazy fucking hind of an American ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Well, I do it in a respectful way, as in what they think they're just going to walk out of here.
Go die, U.S. scum.
No roll even. Come on.
All right.
I'm not being impressing my soldier friends very well much.
Kapowitz just says inshallah as he walks off.
What?
All right.
Salam alaikum. Alaikum
No, I wasn't
salam.
saying. I wasn't saying hello. he was saying. He was saying that's the will of the God. That's the will of God, not the will of Allah.
So
Yeah.
So
did he.
Matt,
Yeah.
I would. So I'm just saying, there's about an hour left. I do have to sign off at 1. So should we move to the feast or?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to. Hopefully, you guys can still get out of here. Yeah. So as dinner sort of drops, the sun drops. You've had your meeting with your prisoners, and Kafka, sort of says, "Oh, it's getting near time to meet your Ormont. Are you ready? Are you ready to go meet her?" And she welcomes you in to meet the Ormont.
It's going to be like
You know,
Jabba the Hutt.
Soderbergh
I reckon
has-
she's going to be massive.
I
Oh,
think
thank you.
you're right. Studeberg has a sense that to the Gaths, the Ormont seems to be the equivalent to the Pope or the Queen of England. The soldiers must be respectful if this Ormont.
I'm going to
asks
say
the
that
soldier
she's the equivalent of Jabba the Hutt, man.
anything. yeah. But before entering her thing, the guards require that the soldiers leave their firearms and grenades outside. They do not object to your knives.
I think we need somebody hanging 5 outside.
Yeah, we'll have,
Yeah,
we'll
well,
have
Hoagie
people
will say-
outside.
Hoagie will stay outside.
Same
The
with Chuckles.
The doc doesn't mind giving up his weapons. Well, he'll leave them. He won't give it to them. He'll leave them with Hoagie.
Yeah, as you guys approach the building, some of the things that weren't so clearly visible in the sort of monotone of features was how her building is made of concrete. And the concrete seems to be embedded with skulls and almost from like built from bottom to top, and as the weight of the top sort of seemingly crushes the skulls on the bottom.
Ossuary,
You,
of course.
Yeah, I mean it's certainly a place of reverence. Everyone seems in awe of the. You see, even as Kafka leads you in and has described your need to remove your weapons. You see that everyone seems to even be taking off their shoes and brushing themselves and straightening their hair and their robes. It's a place that no one seems to fear. They all seem joyful and ready and willing and happy to go in.
Yep, I'll follow all of the traditions they're doing.
So you guys give up your weapons and you keep your knives. Okay.
I don't have any weapons or knives, so I'm going in.
Okay.
Are you coming in,
Keep
Krupowitz?
your knives.
Yeah. I'll come in.
So there'll just be 3 of us.
And
I
Doc.
think,
So
Doc's
as you guys enter into the to the building, it's rather comfortable. It's quietly lit. There's pillows and blankets and cushions throughout the room. The high ceiling chamber held up by posts that are carved with surprised, amazed, or even angry faces, it appears. The interior walls are covered with spirals and waves and geometric designs that, when you look at them closely, you realize that they're picked over and spent shell casings that have all been polished into a high, brassy gleam. I mean, you're looking at them, and these casings seem to go back not just years or decades back to Russian, but hundreds of years, maybe longer. A variety of calibers are on display, speaking to decades of firearm discharges. The floor is swathed in carpets and giant cushions. Behind the reception hall is a bedroom and a chamber where apparently the Ormat's attendants bathe and feed her. You see the peekings of a kitchen from back there. After a few minutes, you see the attendants wheel the Ormat out on a large, gleaming carriage that is made of sort of rusted and thrown together car parts, and is covered in bangles and bespeckled, and sitting on it is the Ormat herself. And as Soderbergh so rightly realized, she's rather large. She's sitting there with this M4, I believe it is. Hang on. Yeah. She's only about 170 centimeters tall and morbidly obese, pushing about $135 kilograms. You don't think she'd be able to walk unless assisted more than a few steps. Her round, cherubic face is unlined, though. She's young, mid-20s possibly. She has pierced ears decorated with long, day-glow plastic bangles. And gold chain, apparently from India, you can tell by its rich 24-karat color, stretches from her ear to her pierced nostril, dangling a few 9mm shell casings from it. Her voluminous clothes are elaborately woven in sorts of abstract designs that make Afghan rugs famous. By far, the most compelling aspect of her appearance is the stain on her skin and hair. Most Gaths have dark tan complexions, but the tops of her cheeks and forehead and ears, knuckles, and the tip of her chin are all marked with blackish rainbow swirls. A little over half of her long hair is white. The hair that has grown back in its original black is hard to see beneath an elaborate hairdo, held in place with long, beaded wooden pins. The strange colorations are very odd. You see that she's sitting on this carriage padded made of spare auto parts and dirt bike parts. Has bells and things on it. Resting in the frame by her right hand. You like the frame? AI. An immaculately maintained N4 carbine. That's a U.S. rifle, unloaded. It appears. You don't see the clip in it. A tray by her left hand holds cakes, dry figs, looks like goat cheese, bread, and a large brass bowl of pomegranate seeds. Pokey candy in an unopened package of Oreo cookies, and a small, elegant plate holding little dumplings is at her hands. She praises the power and size of U.S. soldiers, welcomes you, and then she lifts up the M4. What do you do, Kripowicz? You're the man in charge of... as she lifts up this welcoming you hear Marwan say, she welcomes us. And then as she welcomes you, she lifts up the N4. Do you keep your cool? You keep your six? You do anything? You raise your gun?
We have no guns.
Oh, no guns. That's right. So you just sit there. Do you become upset? Nervous? Say anything?
I think both me and my first my corporal are going to be eyes on swivels, looking around for the first movement. See if we need to pull some blades out.
You don't see any movement. You see her raise it up. You look around. You didn't make any twitchy moves. No one's being twitchy. That's good. And she holds it up and she offers it to Soderbergh. She offers it in two hands, open-handed, and offers the M4 to. She said she's returning a weapon that was stolen from America by the Taliban, and that Soderbergh may now thank her for doing so.
Yeah, for sure. I graciously take the weapon, bow, and say, "We have brought you gifts, O great Orma. I accept this. I accept this gift in return," and I'll use some sort of tactics to say that this exchange of gifts for gift means that we are friends together, united.
She smiles broadly, and you see clean, white, almost gleaming teeth. And she asks you, "Do you in America obey great gods in the sky?"
We respect your traditions. We have our own, and we allow you to live in peace, and will protect you if you allow our troops, and just point to maybe the Staff Sergeant's US badge. We will move through here and you will fight our enemies, and we will make sure that no harm comes to your tribes. So sort of deflect, don't answer in a political way.
Yeah, we too obey only one God. But you said God. He's very pleased, and we have a very special relationship with God. Following God is good. If you American come, will you want to take our lands and our food? Or will we be left alone to do as we see fit?
You will be left alone. We all have a common enemy. The ones who seek to put ruin to us and our beliefs.
Yeah, she sort of gives you a shrewd, evaluating look. You almost get the feeling like she's telling you that she's no fool. America, great partner, but we want to be Gath. Will you share food with me to seal our relationship? To seal this deal?
If I have your word that you will align the Gath with my country, yes, we will partake in your tradition to seal the deal.
I need you all, when she says that, to roll me a human intelligence roll from your skill table.
Human intelligence. Oh, I have got some human intelligence. Nope, it's no good. Come on, Staff Sergeant. You get us through this.
Oh.
Uh-oh. It's up to Kripowitz.
Sorry?
You have to roll human intelligence. You have to roll human intelligence. Humint.
Just what's this stat?
Skill. It's under skills, and it's called human. Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't look. Oh, that doesn't look good.
Shit. Can I push?
Sure.
Who else? Hang on a minute. Who else we got here?
Oh, we've got the translator. We're the only ones in there. There's no one else in there. There's just us three in there.
You notice that when she says that, will you share food with me to seal?
No. I've got my right hand man here. Right stuff. He's by the door.
Throw it out. When they said, she said you'll share food with me to seal the friendship. You notice that the four attendants looked very surprised when she said that. And Mr. Wright stuff noticed that he's picked up a big sense of envy from these four of her attendants around her cart. So she smiles, claps, and summons the attendant, who brings a tray with a lancet, a handful of cups, and bandages. The attendant comes up to Soderbergh first and offers to draw blood.
Say what?
Well, when you agree to have food with her, she claps. An attendant comes with a tray that has a lancet, a handful of cups, and some bandages on it. She brings the lancet up towards your hand to your finger and offers to draw blood.
I'll say, we agreed to partake in your feast. What is this?
We need to take for the blood for Tikafka for ritual preparation of the kankolo, the sacred dumplings.
Oh, they make the dumplings with blood. Is that what I'm understanding?
And Ormod says, and she sort of sees your discomfiture, and she tells, and you guys understand, or through the translator, only a small amount of blood, not enough to harm you. It's just a ritual necessity to seal our pact, she says.
I'll look to the doc and I'll say, yes,
I'll
I agree if the doc is the one to draw. I just want to make sure they don't do anything to me.
Yeah. And I'll use the doc will use his own equipment.
Okay. That's fine. They're fine with that. The girl has the cup. She goes, Alan, she said, point a little bit. She only needs a tablespoon from each, she said, Piers. And if she'll collect it, just if you could drip it into her cup, and you'll only take 1 point of damage from that.
Okay.
And you see her take it to the kitchen, and you see her putting flour in it, and you start smelling the frying of a little pasty dumpling. She brings them out quickly.
Is she taking it from everyone or just me?
She took it from you, but she would like to take it from everyone if possible.
It's the order. Yeah.
Ripwoods
Anyone
and right stuff. Yeah, no, we're all right. I don't think we want to partake in that.
I missed that. I'm sorry.
I said Ripwoods and right stuff. No, I think we're all right. You guys go ahead.
Not feeling very peckish.
The doc will give his blood. Yeah.
Okay, Doc, and so anybody does takes a point of damage. And like I said, the attendant goes back, fries them up, and comes out, and she offers the first one to the Aromat, who graciously accepts it, eats it. You see her almost, relish in its flavor, and says to the translator how strong their blood is, and offers the rest back to each of you that offered her up one. And
On the hats.
so, Kripowicz, you didn't take any, but Doc took the blood and also took a dumpling, right? Do you take it now?
Yep.
And how about you, Soderbergh?
Yep, I nod to the doc that he's doing the right thing, and chin chin, dumpling to dumpling, and then put it down the gullet in one big swoop so I don't taste it. Pinch my nose.
I'm gonna need a sanity roll from each of you.
You're missing out, Tav.
You do see that Right Stuff and Kripowicz. You see that she seems to be sort of looking down her nose at to those two who didn't participate.
How do I roll? Sanity. It's not.
It won't roll, so you just have to roll a die 100 and compare it to your sanity. Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
I succeeded.
Oh shit. Oh, I just made it. Sanity 60. 53 out of 60.
Yeah, well, even though you pass, you still lose 1 point of sanity from helplessness.
Done.
She says, "Very good. I'm sorry you didn't all partake. That's somewhat upsetting if all of America does not feel the same. But we are preparing a feast for you. It'll soon be ready. In the meantime, do you have any questions for me?"
When will we be able to leave? We need to head back in preparations to help with the war against your enemies.
Well, leave. We have a feast. After feast, you can leave.
We have your
You don't
promise.
want you to stay
We
for
can
a
all
feast?
leave safely.
Why would we not let you leave? You just come and make us happy. You didn't ask anything of us. Sounds good.
Very good.
You give us U.S. support and money and food, you said?
Bring us
And
up.
we'd
Bring
be
on the
okay?
feast. Unless the doc's got any questions.
No, it seems like we're getting what we want. The orders are not to interfere. So he doesn't like this at all, but he'll bide his tongue for the moment.
All right, you can tell by Soderbergh's face she don't like it either. She want to get out of here.
Yeah. I mean, there's something
Well, it
odd
looks-
about this, and people are obviously suffering. So
Okay. Well, we're going to move on to the feast then. The food arrives. It's served on beaten copper plates with wooden handles. Hey, Kripowicz, any questions yourself for the Ormont?
Nothing.
Yeah.
The sooner we're done here, the sooner we get home.
we'll save the question, but we'll keep the aboleth in our as an ace up our sleeve.
You don't have any cards, I don't think. You've missed them all. Sorry, boys. There was a song you could have got, you heard about.
Oh, I'll start singing.
It's too late. It's out because the food arrives. It's served on beaten copper plates with wooden handles, and it's clearly the arms, legs, ribs, and heads of a Taliban prisoner that's been cooking. Her attendants stare and salivate.
They're right.
She says,
They're right.
"Eat and bring our people together." Everyone roll me another sanity roll. And you see Marwat actually vomit right onto the Ormont's cart.
Right. I might choose to voluntarily fail that sanity roll, but I did
Listen,
not. The
this
doc
was obviously
pulled it
another
together.
prisoner, not the prisoners outside. Critical success.
Well, I mean, you could do DNA testing maybe when you get back home.
No, I mean, those two
So what
prisoners
happens when
outside,
you
we
fail?
would have seen them be butchered because we've got guards out there.
Well, we
Yeah.
Kripowicz fails. his sanity.
to be honest, to be fair, Hoagie would probably not have been paying attention to the prisoners at all. He would have been focused completely on the vehicle, the technical.
So anyone that
Looking-
failed that sanity roll? Anybody fail?
No.
Kripowicz did.
Anyone that passed, you lose one from helplessness. And Kripowicz, roll me a 1d4 for sanity from helplessness
And
loss.
also, where's sanity? Where is sanity?
Again,
60,
roll
yeah,
a d100 for that.
Both, yeah. So both of them, both Right Stuff and Kripowicz failed.
And a 1d4 for their losses.
I'm assuming the State Department is not going to go through. What's our
So,
orders?
What's this? So two
Bloody
sanity,
hell.
-2 for both of them. Is that right? -2 for both of them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're good.
So, when what did you do, Soderbergh?
What did I do? Nothing yet. They've served it. I just was trying to determine whether those prisoners outside were butchered or there's a new... This was like another prisoner, but nonetheless, I will... how big is the serving? I mean, what are we seeing? Do we just have to take... It's all cooked. It's not raw.
Well, it's, you know, a human roasted body that's just been brought on a platter.
Yeah, I'm not going to volunteer anything unless I get directed to do anything. I'll just let them feast and say, please continue your meal.
Doc will glare over at Soderbergh.
I'll tell Soderbergh.
Kripowitz, what are you doing?
I'll tell Soderbergh. I'll tell Doc, look, I'll try to be the only one that eats. I'll try to persuade them. I've got a high persuade.
Right, so you try to persuade who to eat?
I want to speak to the order and say, I represent the United States. These men are just to accompany me for security. I will partake in some of your meal, but they will not. Use my persuasion that she only needs me to eat to seal the deal.
Throw me that persuade roll, sir.
Oh, sorry. The Doc is like, you can't be serious.
I'll say what happens in Gath stays in Gath.
This isn't right. This isn't right.
I'll ignore him. I'll say to Kripowitz, I'll say Kripowitz and just eyeball to Doc to keep him in place. Don't do anything to break this deal.
What?
Yeah,
What if there were no prisoners?
We need to
Who
get that.
Who would be on the platter?
You don't want to know. We don't want to know.
Well, the Yormot seems very frustrated with being puked upon by
We
the
can't-
unwillingness.
We can't seriously ally with these people.
Uh-oh.
With the unwillingness of some of you to eat upon it. And
I rolled 6 for persuade. 6 out of 70.
Yeah.
Are you picking up? Is Soderbergh picking up a piece of leg or something?
But
Well,
you persuade
I mean,
her. She's looking at you.
But if you reach towards it, Doc's gonna knock the brass platter out of your hand.
Jesus! What are you doing?
No, and have the body parts scatter across
Can
the floor. He's like,
Can Kripowitz stop Doc?
This is insanity. This is insanity.
Kripowitz might be able to stop him doing that.
Where's the M4?
Near me, I guess.
He's gonna like combat maneuver.
No, you knock over the plate of food out of things. You see her being upset. She was obviously persuaded a bit by lovely Soderbergh, but the rest of the actions of some of the other crew of Kripowitz not engaging and being vomited on by Marwat. She's pointing you to just get out of the room, and you're noticing as this is happening, guys, that these attendants are seeming less friendly. Rifles are being lowered from shoulder rest. But you guys were doing things, and what were you just saying there?
I'm assuming I've still got my clips on me, on my persons. I left my gun outside, but not my...
Sure, I'll allow you have ammunition, but no weapon to fire with.
Well, there was an M4 in here. She just got handed it.
Right, she gave it to Soderbergh?
Yep, and I'm just near Soderbergh. If it looks like they're getting angry, I'm about to do some stuff. I'm going to give a whistle to write stuff and tell him to prepare, give him the nod to whistle. Give him the nod, the signal to whistle to our mate outside.
And can Soderbergh try to de-escalate this?
Get a hold of Hoagie. Oh, Chucky Chuckles, sorry.
When you can tell me what you want to do in a second there, Soderbergh, but as Kerpowitz and it sounds like right stuff, start making movements and garnering and gathering their positions. You see the attendants take the first turn, and they tip over the Ormot's cart and actually create a barrier, and which they pull the Ormot behind as they tilt her. And the 4 attendants raise weapons from behind there.
Doc is not opposed to de-escalating, so go ahead, Soderbergh, if you can. I don't know. We'll leave. We're just gonna leave.
Well, Soderbergh's kind of going to de-escalate by saying, like she initially said, I will partake. Forgive them. They do not understand diplomatic relationships or what is required. Take my partaking in this offering as faith in that we can be united.
It sounds like, I mean, they're not attacking you or anything. They're just worried. They saw some you guys are military. When guns move, people move, and they protected their Ormot. But they're saying leave, and they're actually making space for you within the chamber to exit the room.
I'll tell the party, if we leave, we're dead.
They attack.
Well, the Doc's going to turn to you and be like, "Do you honestly think that the American people would understand this? Would condone this? Do you think the president would authorize this?"
I'll say, they don't need to know. I'll start elevating my voice at these soldiers
I'll know, damn it.
The soldiers ruining this operation.
Oh, the humanity. The humanity.
Been on 5 tours overseas. Don't give me none of that shit. This ain't right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I'll reinforce, if you leave this without sealing the deal, you're signing yourselves to death. They're not going to let us leave.
All right. So Doc just paces back and forth. He's weeping. He's like,
maybe get out of here, Doc.
No.
You see a small child come from behind the cart of the Ormot and offer Soderbergh yet another kunkula dumpling.
Another dumpling. I'll say to the Ormot, can I still see the Ormot? Is she?
No, she's sort of hidden behind the cart a bit.
I'll just raise my hands and say, I just want to partake in some of your feast, and then we will leave. Is this all I need to do?
And you hear everyone cheering. The Gaths in the room are lifting their guns. There'll be a few of them. Yeah, they're cheering. And you hear the Ormot screaming and starting to make a shrill whistling chant.
A chant?
And as you bite down, well, she said, they're all cheering.
Oh. Okay.
And as you munch down on this, the dumpling brought to you, this shrill whistling chant, she looks happy. And as you see her reach down between her skirts, you see her start to sing and chant. And make motions of rubbing her belly, reaching below her skirts. Reaching below. Yeah. I fucked up.
Did Kripowitz have his 2 M67 fragmentation grenades on him?
All the grenade, everything was left out except for my
grenades. Only thing were knives and
He's got the M4.
Oh, okay, all right.
No, I moved towards it. I haven't actually grabbed it. I've moved in range of grabbing it if shit goes south.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to ask. So Doc's looking for the grenades, but he doesn't see them.
sorry. Yeah, so you're just seeing some, like, there's some noise and movement and shrill noise behind. You're hearing some noise behind the screen, and the Ormont appears to be giving birth. I'm sorry, guys, I got to rush it forward. I
What?
just realized where we're at. Yeah, she, you guys are hearing the noise. The Gath are cheering and screaming. There seems to be a celebration going on board. But as you look down and sort of take angles to look around the cart, you see the Ormont in the thralls of labor, it appears. She's sweating, she's singing, she's screaming. She says, "It is time. Welcome, my children. Welcome, my sons." And then she pulls from beneath her voluminous skirts. You see something that looks like man and monster and, bird and beast with a clear iridescent skin. Surely something from your deepest, darkest dreams and nightmares. "And my children shall rule. The Russians and the Americans shall fall. You shall all fall. You fell to join our Gath.
In the middle of
You
saying
shall
this,
die."
I'm picking
Can
up
I
the
ask
M4 and loading it.
Can I ask another question, which would be very cinematic? Since they
Yes,
took
sir.
our gifts, did any of the gifts end up in this building? And if so, were any of them those RPG launchers?
Oh, they were hidden.
The
Yeah.
problem was, the problem was is that the storage cases were elsewhere.
Ah, boo.
Oh, okay.
The problem, and I don't want to throw a spoiler at you guys, but the thing that the prisoners said to you, they said the only thing that can protect against the monstrous offspring is the devil blocking song, which is taught to all righteous folk in this region, and that was not pursued, to my chagrin. But she summoned the youngest. She says, "The Tuathan!" And you soldiers may move unhindered. This is minute 1. And remember, just outside the thing, there's bikes, dirt bikes, and there's a technical small pickup and a regular pickup. So you guys are seeing this thing come out this woman's cooch. What you gonna do?
Soderbergh's going to say, "Is the deal done?"
She just said she's going to destroy Americans.
Did you see
Russians
confirmation?
everywhere.
Jesus, the mission to the end, no matter what the cost.
Ain't nothing done.
I
I'm
had the
whistling.
dumpling.
I'm yelling at right stuff to grab the gear. It's time to fight.
Oh, there she is.
Well, I didn't show you guys any of these pictures, did I?
Oh, there she is now.
No.
Oh, if I knew that, I would have done something different.
I'm sorry, guys. I thought this was all. I didn't have it flipped over. Look, here's the monster. I'm sorry. I'm a fucking loser.
Oh, it's all right. That's good. We imagined
Here's
it.
the monster. Yeah, good. That was her thing. This was the original room. Wait, here's the original room.
Oh, there we go. Oh, so it's like a palace.
Yeah. Original room. And this was the outside.
Yeah, we got the outside.
I think. Yeah, you
Yeah,
saw
we saw
that
that.
once, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, boys. My
That's all right.
apologies.
No worries.
Bring you back here because you're pretty much inside there, and you got there's a monster on the loose, and I wonder what's going to happen here.
You know, how quickly does it take me to load this rifle? I was right next to it.
Please, you
Pick it up
realize
and
that
load
there's 500 Gath outside too, so I'm going to share a little more things from notes with you. There's some special Gath antagonists. What's that?
I just want to keep saying you promised that we could leave safely. I ate your fucking dumpling, bitch.
Not all. And this poor wretch threw his bile over me.
Well, kill him. Don't kill us all. Actually, I willingly offer him as a sacrifice. Take Yassi Mawat. He couldn't even translate for us.
Yeah. Here you go. Here's
Doc.
the Gath attacks and fending off attacks. These are coming at you.
Did someone
Where's the
attack?
Gath attack?
Oh,
No, yeah. Just if it happens, you'll see it's a little crazy, so you're prepared for it. It's a little different than most rules, but yeah. So you guys have the Ormat. The youngest was born. We got 18 minutes. Let's move quick, boys. You may move unhindered in this first minute. You all moved outside.
Yep. Grab the rifle.
Oh,
Load the rifle on the way out. We sort of the boys.
Oh, the dot.
round up.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
No. Sorry. Go.
Get Gribowitz.
I'm
I apologize.
grabbing the rifle and I'm shuffling everyone out. We need to get to the vehicle and get the fuck out of here now.
All right, good order. I think everybody's very apt to listen. And
No, Doc
No.
screams abomination, draws his knife, and charges.
Oi!
okay.
And Soderbergh, if Soderbergh didn't get any confirmation that the deal is done, I'm just getting the hell out of there with Gripwitz.
Can I take a shot on the way out?
With the M4.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll allow that. Let's go with the knife attack first on the Tuathan.
What yell at Doc?
No,
Get
no.
back. Let's shoot it.
I'm attacking the Tuathan. That's the main woman, right?
Oh no, that's the Ormat. Is that who you're attacking? The Ormat?
Ormat.
Or the
Ormat.
monster?
Yeah. The Ormat, the source.
Okay.
But how do you know? Does he even make it, or does he get cut down before he reaches her?
Well, you're still in the room. I'm going to allow you. I mean, she's given birth. There's people in joyous. I'll allow you to get to her. So you're gonna attack. But the problem with attacking the Ormond.
Well, he's attacked. I mean, anything jumps in his way, he'll attack it. But
Nice
the damn
knowing
thing
you, Doc.
is,
Nice knowing you.
Yeah, throw that die
Yeah.
for me. Throw me that attack roll.
all right. So I'm not going to have a great skill here, but we'll see. Oh, 0-5. That's a 6.
Ah! We passed the mission.
That's like a hard success.
That's straight in the head.
That's Cthulhu. That Delta Green may
Yeah,
not
no
do that.
hard successes here. No. Do me that damage on that.
All right.
Oh, so 5 isn't critical success or anything. Just normal success.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure.
that is.
Okay. Why does that say? So why does it say a D6 / a D10 for bayonet? Is one attack? Oh, D6. Oh, and it's a fixed. It's not a fixed. So okay, so it's just a D6. All right. Okay. So that's 6 damage. Look at that.
Bang.
Sliced her open pretty good. She's slow to move. She's sluggish. And she just gave birth to a demon. And you look like you may have almost halved her ability to continue. But the problem with Gath attacks are you're fighting a huge amount of characters, and we're going to go through 12 rounds of attack. The thing is that you're all going to have to fend off these attacks. It's a little different than normal Cthulhu or Delta rules, but their first attacks is a machine gun burst, and to fend off that.
Yeah. No, just saying.
Sorry,
inside, are you doing separate inside and outside? Because the dock is inside. I think there's 4 attendants, right?
Yeah, I mean, whoever's inside, they're going to be around. I mean,
Okay.
there's people everywhere. You're
Okay.
fighting over 500 people, guys. So this
Okay.
is some
All right.
crazy rules. So this is your attack inside. Everyone in there opened up a machine gun burst. Now you're going to fend it off. If you look at that fending off attacks, by rolling me a 1d10 on foot. And there's a table here we're using.
Okay, so everybody rolls a d10.
Well, I'm asking you now because you're the only one inside, right?
Well, I was turning
Yep.
from the door.
Yep.
I mean, you can all do me a d10 right now, and we'll just deliver the damage. Everyone starts shooting at you, essentially.
7.
So it's going to be. Once you get a 7, so you're doing fire. You're defending with firearms, or heavy weapons.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And how the fuck do you do this? Defending 70. I did that. Hang on, I'm doing
So
this
did you roll for the party, or was that just for the dock?
Just for me.
That's just for the dock.
You don't have firearms.
Yeah, this is a part.
Oh, I just have a knife. Yeah. Or a bayonet,
Hang on.
actually. Yeah.
Well, actually, they don't fire. It's the Tuathan that attack in the first minute. The monsters. I fucked this all up, boys. I'm sorry. I'm having a bad day.
Of course.
Yeah, the monsters rise up within that room and they begin to SWAT. Who's in the room? It was Sipowicz was watching the door, telling everybody to get out. Doc attacked. Soderbergh. Everybody roll me a D100. The lowest is going to be swatted.
I was going to say, you don't... I'm assuming... I'm fully expecting the dock to be torn apart, so... It's you can use Cthulhu Dark rules. You attack a creature.
Don't do that, Doc. You nearly killed her with one more, and you could be the hero.
Could be, yeah.
You're probably our only hope, Doc.
Oh.
To take her out.
Maybe.
Although
I won't get the monsters,
Kripowicz is going to try and take a shot too, I think.
Yeah, I rolled the low roll gets attacked, right? I rolled a 45, so but it makes sense that it's me though, since I'm right there. And everybody else is taken off.
Does Kripowicz get a shot at her too? Because if that knife wound did half her damage, he might be able to take her out.
The Tuathan swats at the doc and he nails him. He's got a 70% SWAT, and he does 3d6 C SWAT.
Oh, so it's like
SWAT affects all targets in a 3-meter radius. It can be dodged but cannot be blocked by fighting back. So you guys can dodge this. All 3 I would think, are in that 3-meter radius. So it can be dodged but not blocked by fighting back. So do you want to try a dodge roll, guys? All 3 is?
Dodge.
I didn't make it, so.
Is dodge under combat? Where's dodge?
Underneath skills.
Skills?
Yeah.
Dodge, yep. Okay, come on. Oh!
9 points of damage, Doc.
So
anybody that missed that dodge roll.
Get the shot off, Kripowicz. 9 points of damage, that's not good. Is your health just your hit points?
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
Well, I'm on 0. That's Taking me to 0. What's 0?
That's death.
Straight away, swatted. I'm gone. Did she at least
One
reply
swat.
to me whether I've sealed the deal by having that second dumpling?
That's all you care about.
That's all I care about. Did I succeed?
She let's see. Let's
I did
see what
everything she
says.
asked. I don't understand how this has gone pear-shaped for me.
Yeah, I know. I think I may have fucked you up a little bit. I apologize, but we're gonna do a roll for the Ormont. We're gonna
Oh, I'm
give
dead?
her a skill roll. Huh? Here,
So
human
it's point
intelligence.
One swipe.
It looks like you did succeed. She trusted you.
Well, she promised
Or
to let
in
us
trusting
leave.
you, or in trusting you as an American, maybe you failed. So why don't you take that as you wish? You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Well-
she thought you were telling the truth. She thought you were being truthful as an American. But do Americans always lie? Is maybe the question.
So she lied because she promised to let us leave if we partake in the feast. So she's the liar.
Bunch of liars.
I'm going to say that on my
Yeah, liar,
deathbed. I'm
liar.
going to say, lying bitch.
So you other guys, everyone else didn't get hit, right?
What about Marwat?
Suderberg.
Marwat was in the room. Is he dead? I want him to die too. I died.
Who?
But the translator.
Yeah,
he
so
was in-
Marwat.
Marwan.
huh?
Oh yeah,
ahead.
yeah. The translate.
Dodge. Let's see. Here we go. Dodge. 50%. Here's Marwat.
50%.
Nope.
Oh, he failed anyway.
Quick little Afghani dude. He's only fucking 5'2". All right, so we have still a few people in the room.
Tripowitz didn't get the fire. I don't think.
Kripowicz, would you like to fire that weapon, or would you like to run, or do something
I
else?
was hoping to shoot it before anything got off anything. I was pushing everyone towards the door.
I may have screwed this up, guys.
I was waiting for
apologize.
Kripowitz.
Why don't you fire that beast now?
What is that?
Skills, probably, or you go to
Skills.
combat. On your combat table, you probably have a.
M4 carbine. That's 1d12 damage. Skills roll. Is that a heavy machinery? No, heavy weapons.
Firearms. Firearms?
Firearms.
Firearm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Push it!
Wait, how do you have a lower skill than the medic on firearms? No, you don't. I have 40. That's one of the things that's annoying about Delta Green. The skills are just
Push
too
it.
low.
I'll just push it.
Oh no!
I'm gonna
The
shoot
bullet-
somebody.
The bullet shoots
It
himself.
appears that the M4. It appears that the M4 she gave you was not as well maintained as you
Booby
originally
trapped.
thought. At least it didn't fire back on you. Yeah. So you guys all had your turn, right?
What about the
Yeah. How about your
characters outside?
secondaries?
Yeah, what about the secondaries? Who's now my primary?
Yeah. Well, they're actually the Gaths are going to be fighting them. But we can bring you outside and bring everybody together if you like. We got 4 minutes left.
Well, the doc is on her. He's going to finish the job.
Do it, Doc!
Not leaving.
All right,
Doc,
Doc.
finish this
Let's
off.
see what you got.
You could be
All
the
right,
new ruler,
um,
Doc. They could all worship you.
That's right. Well, I don't have a very good melee skill, but let's see if I get lucky.
What are you going to get? Oh, he got it!
Yeah,
He got
I
it!
got
Roll
it.
Doc.
On 6 points, Doc.
Roll. Two.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh, you open that wound up, and she starts screaming and whispering, and chanting, and oh Mo, she's giving birth to another beastie.
I
And
gotta
this is
take her
the.
out.
Yep.
Let's see what this guy looks like. You gotta go. And you see, it's gotta be the largest tuatha that ever come out of a Gath woman or anything. And you guys, yeah. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to fight it? Do you want to run?
Oh, well, the doc has gone insane. He's going to the end, so he's either going to die or finish her.
Yep.
Everybody else is running, probably like mad, firing grenades ever left and right, whatever. Who knows? But the doc, I'm only concerned about the doc. Does he take her out or does he get taken out?
Yep, that's all I want to know about
All
it
right.
too. Actually, what's Kripowitz's orders to the secondary characters?
Gear up and get the hell out.
And then we'll be trying to commandeer the vehicles in.
Okay. All right. We'll do a quick roll. Let's do one last attack on. I'm going to attack the dock first because I think you've got a few there, and then we're going to roll for your last attack on the Orma, and then we'll do an quick escape, get you out in 2 minutes. All right. So here is the. Here is the, you see this guy? This is what this guy looks like, and he's going to attack.
I don't think we see him.
No, where are you showing the pictures?
Yeah.
Sorry, my.
Oh, back
See
in the
that guy?
bunker. Holy shit.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
we see
shit.
that
Yeah,
guy.
okay.
Yeah, he's not too nice looking. And he's going to attack. Where's my SWAT? Here we go. SWAT 70%.
I'm getting on the 50 cal on the roof. Bitty 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 bitty.
And he attacks the dock and misses.
Oh, he missed. I still got a chance.
And you attack the Ormont.
Am I doing that again?
Yep, I'll let you have one more.
No.
Push, push. You got nothing to lose.
Oh, you can't push. I don't. Well, yeah, of course. I guess. Yeah.
I'll let you throw it again. Your broken knife, if not.
No. That's it.
Critical success.
Come on, we're all safe.
Jeez.
There's a new leader in town.
Too bad Studeberg's dead because this is a matriarchal society.
Maybe they can resurrect
and
me.
the doc, why don't you slay our Ormont and finish our game for us?
Oh well.
And we'll come back with escape maybe another day.
Oh, probably in a true Cthulhu fashion. The doc is overcome by some mythic force or supernatural power, and he's just slashing, and he has become the monster, and he's so terrifying that the people inside the village or inside the building, they flee. The monsters now see him as one of their own, so they just ignore him and go and do whatever the monsters are doing. And the scene would end with him sitting in the ruin and carnage, reaching down and beginning to eat.
Oh.
Exactly. Yeah. All right. Thanks for bringing it all together so well. Yeah. The too often sit down and start to feed with you on the once plump remains of the Ormont. And as said before, Ormont, 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 Ormont rings in your ear as the Gath gather around and start to worship you and start to gather around your compatriots. Way, way, way. scene fades to black.
There we go.
Kripowitz. Your characters, you have Kripowitz and Right Stuff. You feel the crowd cruising in, screaming for the new Ormond, and starting to grab and pull and gnaw at you. What do you do?
I'm getting chewed on.
We're biting. Yeah. People are chewing on you. Yeah.
So we're not shooting them?
everybody got
We're just getting chewed on.
Kids at your calves, adults at your collarbone.
Cool.
Just a little taste.
Let it-
little licks.
everybody else should escape.
Yeah, really, there is no escape from this adventure, but you did well to supersede and to go into the light. So I like that. And boys, sorry I was all over the place tonight. I had a bit of a rough day, rough week, and I apologize if I let you down at all. But I think we got there somehow, and you even survived without the devil, whatever it's called. I couldn't believe you didn't get the fucking song, guys. I'm like, no.
It was like there was too much information flying left, right, and center. I don't know what was good and what was not good.
Yeah, that's one of the problems with Cthulhu stuff. It's one shots. It's an overload, right?
Yeah, it's a lot to do with a one shot.
Yeah.
Even in 4 hours.
Yeah.
Packles is happy to just worship the new god. He's got a big smile as he eats.
That's right.
He feasts on Soderbergh.
All right.
All right.
So
Thank you, guys. Thanks for running it.
All right,
And for
boys.
everyone else, we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.
So yeah.